people. It is Thursday, the 21st of November. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And I am one of your hosts for today, Martin Royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That is right. And Brent is here as well.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the tardiness.
Don't be tardy to the party.
Don't be tardy to the party. What song is that?
It's a woman. It's by one of the Real Housewives. Is it? I think it's Kim. Candy wrote it though, as in Candy, no scrubs. Don't think I'm not Candy. No Scrubs by TLC.
I don't want no scrubs.
Yeah, Candy wrote that.
Okay.
And then, do you know the song "Don't Think I'm Not"?
Mm-hmm.
When you're out in the club, don't
Yes.
think I'm not. That's Candy. So she wrote that song. She's one of the
Don't be tardy to the party.
longest
Escape
housewives.
legends.
Escape. That's it. They were so mean to them, you know. He's called them ugly and stuff.
That's bad, man. They weren't even ugly, though.
And I swear it was Biggie calling them ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see what he looked like? He was not cute.
To be fair, he called himself ugly as well.
Yeah, but just because don't bring me and say you're ugly and my ugly are different. Sorry. It's crazy. But anyway, big up them there.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a podcast yesterday.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I was. Big up Real Talk, Real Walk
Okay.
podcast.
Okay.
Very lovely guys. They're a Christian podcast, but they talk realness, which I like. Because sometimes Christians can be a bit pretentious. But they have like proper just conversations that need to be had. So it's really, really fun. I need to double check when the episode is out. Let me do that now. Do you know actually where I clocked? You know, was it a guy called Kwame and he called to shout out his friend who's an athlete, that's an accountant? Kwabena, sorry.
Yeah.
So basically, the athlete's name is Eugene.
Yes.
Eugene's wife is on the podcast.
Oh, sick.
Orelua.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of us, yeah?
One of us, man. So yeah, I don't know when it's out. I should have actually asked that.
All right, so talk more
About
the type of topics that
Conversation.
they chop up. Sounds like a fantastic
it was lovely conversations. What did we talk about? We talked about a lot actually. You know, I'll be yapping. We talked about a lot. Honestly, I wish I remember what we talked about. We talked about a lot of things. We definitely talked about Christian dating. Oh, we talked about divorce. Apparently, divorce rates are going higher in the church. So we talked about that. And
Serious?
yeah.
What are the numbers saying? And what are the I don't want to have to wait to basically listen to this pod.
You don't want to have to wait.
No, I'm definitely going to listen to the pod, but I don't have to wait to hear about the topics that we discussed
No, I'm
whilst
not-
you were there. How did they even find out that you were Christian?
Everyone is a
Did they just
Christian.
know?
Everyone is a Christian.
No, 100%.
The glory of God.
100%.
Speak for yourself, you heathen.
But there are better Christians in the world. Why they come to you and like, hey, Christian
Because
over there.
I'm a lit Christian. I'm joking. No, I've been following. So the podcast is hosted by Gabs, Ore, and a guy called E-Man. E-Man's actually a pastor. He was, love it.
Go
Put your
on.
hand down. You're a pastor, Imam, Buddhist. But yeah, so I've been following Gabs on socials for like years now, and we have the conversations here and there and stuff. But I've actually never met him in person. We clocked yesterday, but he feels very like familiar. So he just randomly, so we're talking about something last week.
Why does Gab sound familiar?
You've probably seen him on socials and stuff, to be fair.
What's his
Gosh, asked me for a lot.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Here now. I think it's just Gabs. I think it's Gabs. I don't want to say his last name just in case it's not that. Yeah, it is actually. It's Gabs _ Maddie. He also hosts events and stuff as well, which is really cool. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So then he asked me to come, and I was like, oh yeah, of course, I'd love to. So did. So we talked about divorce in church and stuff. And obviously, I gave my hot take, child. I said churches be teaching sexual discipline and not telling people to get married as a way of avoiding fornication. That's one of the reasons why possibly the divorce rates are going up. And then obviously with church as well, I just feel like when it comes to marriage, there isn't enough conversation. Like it's like it jumps. It's like you're single and it's like, where's your husband? Or where's your wife? But like, where's the dating part? Where's the part about them getting to know each other? Where's the part about compatibility? Talked about that. Please. can't remember. I talked about a lot of things. I talked about my journey, and they couldn't, because we did like 5 questions. So they asked me, I think Twitter or Instagram or something like that. And then I said Twitter, because I think Twitter is really, really funny. Like, there's more jokes on Twitter than there is on Instagram. But then I talked about how I have a private Twitter where basically it's like a diary where I just get my shit off. But then Gabs couldn't understand. He was like, why can't you do it on your main one? I said, because it's like a diary. He's like, okay, why don't you then just put it on your phone then? I said, who writes? I can't just be writing nonsense on my phone. So that was interesting. What else did we talk about? We talked about a lot of stuff, actually. I'm sorry, I can't remember.
That's all right.
I had 4 hours sleep, so we talked about a lot.
Did you pray before your start?
No, we didn't, actually.
How about after?
But I prayed. Personally, I prayed after. I pray every morning before I come on this show, you know. And not just for the powers and principalities that in human flesh. Just because I'm Christian don't mean I'm not going to call out shit that I see. Yeah, but it was really fun. There was a lot of stuff we talked about. We talked about people divorcing as well. Actually, no, I did say that already. We talked about Christian divorce, and we talked about, because Gabs doesn't believe in divorce. He doesn't understand people divorcing. He doesn't understand people divorcing because they're growing apart. And I said, I don't want to be in struggle. But it was it was very, very interesting anyway. There's a lot of conversations. When it's out, I will let you guys know.
Were there any hot takes from the co-hosts?
Nah.
Anything that spun you?
I couldn't believe that he couldn't understand why people get divorced. Because he was like, yeah, but just work on things. I said, yeah, but working on things has to go both ways. If you're trying to work on something and another person's not trying to work on something, what are we doing here? Because I was like, I don't believe in divorce, but if I get divorced, please know that I've tried everything I could have done. Like, that would have been because I've done absolutely everything that I could have done. We talked about beauty as well, actually. And we talked about like beauty standards and what was it I said? Oh yeah, we talked about like just body types and whatever. And I was saying how what a lot of people need to do in this life is follow your body type on socials. Then you wouldn't. Then all the insecurities that you feel about, like all that, the seeds of insecurity and body dysmorphia and stuff, it helps that. And even like lifestyle stuff as well. Like follow people that are like you, and you wouldn't be triggered by all these things. Obviously, that's just putting it plainly. You know, there's other factors and whatever else, but.
Do you think that you could be on a Christian podcast?
I could, you know. I really miss podcasting. When I was sat there, I was just like, wow. Yeah. Just love yapping. I really miss podcasting. Yeah. But then I was saying, because I was saying how like the show, like doing TDA is different to a podcast. Because TDA is very structured. Yeah. So I can't get my shit off the way I would like to. Yeah. But I actually really miss podcasting. We'll see what 2025, because 2025 is looking interesting anyway, but we'll see what it brings. But I do miss podcast. I can definitely see myself being on a Christian podcast, but it wouldn't be like a high and righteous, mighty podcast. It would, because a lot of the things that I believe and stuff, people might not believe it, but a lot of it, like, it's still in line with Christianity. Do you get what I mean? And a lot of my foundation, like my confidence, the way I think, a lot of my foundation is rooted in Christ anyway. So yeah, I would definitely want to. I feel like the next podcast I do, I definitely want it to be along that kind of line of just encouraging people to be better versions of themselves. That's really what I really, really want to do. So we'll see. But I do miss podcasting there. I was like, this was so much fun. It was just so fun. But yeah, it was really, really fun with them. Big up Ore, big up Gabs. I want to have Ore come as a guest host. She loves yapping too, like me. That'd be really fun.
Can you shout out their podcast again, please?
Real Talk, Real Walk.
Real Talk, Real Walk.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Pick up them.
Pick them up.
Yeah. Do you want to talk good morning or?
Yes. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Christy, Davina, Black Mara, DCF Mooks, T, Bex, Adele, Tijoke, Izzy, Gin and Gist, Mirad, Teddy Tibbs, Dr. Amani, Abi Apia, Timmy, Ghana Greatness, Yvette, Mother Boof, Abimi, Miss Lisa, Ara Jamal, Hermelin, I don't know if I remember to pronounce that right. Maybe not. Let me know. G Love, Kwame, Crud Crew, Ed, Sarah. I shouldn't be saying Sarah. I should be saying Sarah. How did you tell me to say it again? Sarah?
I don't know, child. I said Sarah because
Sarah.
I
That's
said
the
Sarah
one.
because the
Sarah.
But people are called Sarah there.
Yes.
Oh, is this Saravelli?
No.
Oh, I think Saravelli said hers was Sarah, though, wasn't it?
I think her one's
Did
Sarah.
I make that up?
I think her one's Sarah.
I think it's Sarah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Jew is Sarah.
Not that for you.
Maybe it's Sarah. And Just Yoggers,
You said maybe it's serum.
maybe it's Sarah.
Oh,
Serum.
but serum
Last time you heard the word serum used in a sentence,
was
take this serum.
yesterday. No, I talk about
Serious?
skincare serums.
Ah,
What the
okay.
hell does serum mean? Is that dirty serum
It's a dirty everything, to be honest. His name on it.
in your world?
I wouldn't know, Brent.
That I wouldn't know. How will I know?
Morning, Governor. Governor.
Morning, governor.
Good morning. I am
nice
Energy
quote.
Bars. I have
You should show off
given
your actually no, because
you
we'll copy it.
a
Gatekeep.
spanner because every morning you keep asking people to like up the video.
Who's that? Ed.
No, I am Energy Bars.
Big up I am Energy
Does
Bars.
Ed have a spanner? Because Ed should definitely have a
I
spanner.
think Ed does have a spanner. Does
Okay.
Ed have a spanner, Emmanuel?
Yeah, he does.
Can I
Yeah.
get my spanner on my Evil Kitty page then? Because only my no behaviour one's got it.
Yes.
How come we ain't got spanners?
Because he said we could be trusted.
Oh, serious?
If I had a spanner,
I'm telling you, there are people that you'll never see again.
bro.
Like
As
you,
in,
Emmanuel.
like, day 3 of TDA. It would have been a whole... You know what we'd be doing? I'd have a whole new batch coming in every time. A whole new people, a whole new set of people. Every time. Some of you would never... I will find a way to contact YouTube themselves.
Good morning, it's
Shut
Susanna.
down.
Good morning, Noreen. Good morning, SLM86. Good morning, Enoch. Good morning, Marlon. Good morning, Starcrow. I think I said that already. Good morning, Toby. Good morning,
Is
Anthony.
SLM
Hansen.
slim or slime?
SLM, I don't know. He would let us know. Break that down for us. I think
Please,
those
take us
are
there.
Actual acronyms. So
What's
I
the
don't even know
acronym?
if it's slime or slim.
Stephen Lawrence Martin.
All right then.
What's his name?
86.
Stephen Lawrence, as in the guy, the poor black boy that died.
do that.
And then Martin is Martin Luther King.
What?
Why did you go with that?
Why did you do that? Like, what?
He said, don't look at me, look at you.
Can you imagine? Spider-Man. Well, mine's were in the same place. Because what?
Good morning, Print. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, ELCUMORFNEMEHT.
You guys are doing too much.
It's
Is that a name or acronym?
And then battery pack strong enough to charge the laptops, bro.
a lot. It's a lot. No. But shouldn't it be a charger? Yeah.
No, there's one of these ones. This is a laptop one on phone thing.
That's the iPad one.
This will do it.
I don't know.
You
All
do
right.
it.
Good morning.
Was that name or acronym? As in you couldn't pronounce it, so you spelled it out.
I've always felt like it was acronym.
Well, ELCN. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Elkin.
All right.
I know what the hell you did.
ELCN.
What did you do?
Elkin.
That was a gulp.
And that's it. Black Rub and Powwow.
Oh, you have to read it the other way around, man.
How was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
the man from
okay.
Uncle.
The Man from Uncle.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
How
that.
did you get that?
Greek would
I was
like
just
you.
looking at it.
Oh.
I was
Greek would
trying to
like
make sense
you.
of it.
It makes sense. He even has a picture of the Man from Uncle on it.
Oh, was it?
I remember that show vaguely.
Oh, big up Kwame says it
What's that about
misses. No shade. Why didn't you read that
remember
comment out? No hating ass.
Oh, I didn't get there. Where is it?
No. Oh, never mind. It's further down then.
I wasn't reading any comments.
I apologize for that. That was extreme.
I didn't even hear you.
Upon
So sorry.
reflection.
Good morning, Von, Mr. Esquire, and that is it.
Brown.
Mercy Prestige and Aisha.
Right, yeah.
All right, that is everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Let's get into the headlines.
All right, people. So our first set of headlines. R.I.P. man. It's a sad day for the Labour Party, man.
Who died?
The legendary Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott. Yeah, passed away at the age of 86.
Never. R.I.P.
Yeah,
That's
man.
sad.
Do you guys remember him?
Yes.
I remember his name.
Okay.
I can't.
Prescott.
Yeah.
Remember the politician that got did someone throw an egg at him or something? And
Flour.
He gave no.
Oh, that was Kim Kardashian. They flew flour.
Yeah, it was like egg or milk or something.
Which was recently, right?
No, this was
Long
when he
time.
was deputy. This was like 20 plus years ago,
We do get back to
Oh,
you.
yes.
and he
my
gave
God.
them a nice jab.
Did he?
Reflex.
Oh, R.I.P. Prescott. That's why I like stuff like that. I hear thinking you can assault people because you think I'm in public office. No,
You know what I'm saying?
I will jab you. I will knock you out and still be in
100%.
public. I hope he didn't resign because of that.
No.
Good.
He didn't. He was
I hate
fine.
when they retaliate and they make them resign. Don't be silly.
It's a different time now. You got to resign, innit? Back
I
then,
wouldn't
he
resign.
punched
You
him
know.
up.
Those positions. Oh, I'm not resigning. And if they fire me, I'm appealing. I'm doing every last thing I'm doing. No, I've seen even like the guy that was grabbing bum that time during COVID.
Who did that again?
What was his name? His name sounds some sexual.
That is insane.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who was caught in his work office.
Yeah, grabbing bum.
Yeah, and then
But he's got a funny name.
That's insane.
He's Boris's friend. I swear he resigned, or maybe he didn't resign actually.
didn't he go on a show? Live?
Yeah, I think he did. He went on what's it called?
You're not talking about not Hancock.
Hancock. That's I knew. I knew was. I knew there was a
Was it
name
him that
to
was
do
it?
with
Was it him that said it?
Handy
penis
Hancock.
sign. Yeah, Matt Hancock.
Handsy Hancock.
Oh,
Handsy
man.
Hancock.
I didn't know that's what he was doing. Oh,
Remember he was
yes.
grabbing up Yash
Oh, yeah.
in the workplace.
Yeah, that's true.
Disgusting.
But yeah, man, his family said that he died peacefully, on Wednesday to the
bless
sound
him.
of jazz music at his care home. Yeah, he'd been living there with Alzheimer's, man.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Tony Blair says he's devastated. He was speaking
Oh,
to the
shut up.
BBC. It's true, that was his deputy.
That's a lie. That was your colleague. You're not
No, but they were
devastated.
close.
How many
Top
times did
two
you
in the
visit him?
country.
How many times did you visit him and care him?
Many times.
Authentic
Apparently.
facts.
But yeah, man, he was talking to the BBC and he said that there was no one quite like him in British politics. And
That's sad,
recalling
man.
the moment that he punched someone in the 2001 election campaign.
Iconic.
Yeah, there you go. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Keir Starmer calls him a true giant of the Labour Party. The former trade union activist served in Blair's government for 10 years and held his Kingston upon Hull East seat in Parliament for almost 40 years. So yeah, man, big up John Prescott, man. Sad
Yeah,
news.
man. That's sad.
Next headline, Brent, you're right, man. Ukraine has fired British long-range Storm Shadow missiles into Russian territory.
British? Why is our name on it? Yeah, there's a war, I swear to God.
Oh, there might be now.
I need to go to Nigeria ASAP because I'm not in the mood. I mean, there's a different war going on there. But
I was
when they're having
thinking,
one
if I just
less
wanna
leg.
cut out and just go somewhere where there's no war. I should go back to DR, innit?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, for real.
They ain't cause no trouble over there, innit? No one don't care about that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be
Mind
blessed
their
there,
business.
innit?
Would y'all actually consider that?
Like going away.
Yeah.
Just take a
No
quick-
questions, of course.
Take a quick 2 weeks while the block's hot.
It's not consideration.
Of course.
I'm not considering it. It's a done
The block's
deal.
hot. I'll take 7 days quickly just to
I'm packing it
just
up.
watch from there. You get me? Look at the news and
He
things.
said 2 weeks. I'm gonna see you next 2026.
Isn't it?
What?
All right, as we're here, right? Like, obviously, God willing, nothing happens,
Amen.
Inshallah.
Hallelujah.
right? But don't they shut down
So
the
we're calling
airports
different gods.
immediately?
I'm trying to cover the how everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
We need all the support we can get. This is treacherous time. We need-
Wait, you don't think
Sorry,
during war there is spiritual warfare going on?
Yeah, but there's always
That's
spiritual
why I
warfare
do
going on.
it for everyone.
What's spiritual warfare?
There's spiritual warfare going on in Garden.
Like
of
everybody's
Eden.
praying on both sides. So there's conflict up.
There's
There's
conflict.
definitely conflict up there. Everybody's praying on both sides.
So are the gods up there doing less if they're getting prayed to less?
What?
Yes.
So we have to request.
Yeah, because why
in
is
the
it
form.
they're worrying and we're worrying and we're praying?
Cause it's chaos everywhere. Like everywhere. Down below, above, everywhere. Everybody going through it. Everybody, angels and all. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
They're taking asses everywhere.
taking asses everywhere.
Wait. Are you saying there's certain sexual activity that should not be going on during wartime?
Fucking.
Do you know what's crazy though? Do you know what's so crazy? Sex and stuff goes up during war. 'Cause that's a one constant.
Is that what you're talking about on the Real Talk, Real Walk podcast?
Absolutely not. Don't you dare bring them people's lovely brand.
That stat
into
was,
this
was
depravity.
just pulled out of the air. Like, did you talk
No,
about
but
it
you
yesterday?
just said that. You just said
I said what?
you just brought up people
Yes.
taking acid during war.
He said that. And then I said, is there certain sexual acts that you should not be participating in during war?
Yeah, but I just said build it on that.
Yeah. Do you know that? You just dropped a stat just now. I didn't know that.
No, because don't you see that the baby numbers and stuff during wars and stuff?
Whoa.
You would. I mean, personally, I thought that was a turn off. The fact that you haven't have sex on rubble, but I guess not. I just guess not.
No, but if you can go anytime, you gotta get it in.
That's wild.
That's fact. If you can go anytime, you gotta get in.
It's true, you know.
That's wild.
They're dropping bombs.
Because that's the crazy thing is that watch that person survive. Did all of that and for what? He's still alive.
So, would y'all seriously, as soon as it is, they say next week, or you're feeling in the air?
I'm trying to be ahead of the curve. I'm not
Yeah, I don't
waiting.
wanna wait,
I'm not
yeah.
waiting for the announcement. bro.
Wait. Are y'all? I'm asking a serious question.
I'm being
Would you
serious.
I'm
book a
dead
ticket
ass.
and go immediately?
I'm dead
Because
ass.
Everybody else, like thinking like you, will look to do the same thing.
And that's what's annoying because
then
now
you
the
might get
airports
called
are exactly that's the
you
problem.
can't abscond. You can't run. They will shut the airport down, right?
That's why I gotta go before the announcement.
Exactly.
How-
So
so-
my dream is
Like you
that
said, it's in the air, Brent. You see if my spider senses start tingling, I'm
saying,
gone.
do you know what the ideal thing for me is? Is that I was already planning the trip. And then when I get out there, they're like, oh, this is what's happening back here. I might as well just stay here.
Okay.
So I missed that whole airport situation,
Yeah.
trying to catch the last, because now we're fighting in there, trying to catch
So now you
get the last seat.
posed an interesting question in my head. So, if you find out when you touch down in Nigeria, right? Actually, they might get involved too.
I was just about to say, they're
They
too
might
Ena,
get-
man.
yeah,
That's not
they might
safe,
get
man. You could
involved.
get involved.
They might get pulled in.
Nigeria.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is they in
They
it?
like to get in,
They love to get in people's business.
and they might say, I'm on China side. Just
but-
because.
Do you think there could be a war there?
No, but they send
No, I
troops
think-
and thing.
Yeah.
No, but they're not sending me. I'm just a girl.
Oh yeah, you don't have. You have citizenship.
I'm just a girl.
Yeah, but they're not sending you over here now. But then obviously when Nigeria get involved now, the other side say, what? You think you're bad? All right, watch what we do. That's the threat. That's how Putin's moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
What, he's not getting involved in
Yeah.
America? He's not getting involved. All right, watch
Yeah,
this.
but our president is a punk, so I don't think he's gonna get involved.
Back to
That
my
man is
question.
old.
Back to my question. So if it is that you find out that they've now declared and UK is fully in it, and they're saying to all of the UK citizens, if you want to basically get back with your loved ones, the last flights are leaving tomorrow. Are you on
That's
that
to come
plane?
back?
Yes, to be with your loved ones.
Why do my loved ones come with me, man? It's so annoying. It depends which loved ones are left here.
Your sister.
My sister did the sweetest thing today is when she defrosted my car.
There you go.
I thought I had to I was dreading it. And when I
have to
got
come
there,
back
my
and
car was
die
already
for her
clear.
now.
Such a babe. Love her, man. I come back. I come back.
But where you'd be, you wouldn't need anyone to defrost your car.
Word. But I can't leave without my sister. I'd come back. But everyone's gonna survive. I can't come back here. And then it's all madness going on. And I'm stuck.
Next question. In fact, did I actually look at you already gone? And you wouldn't come back, would you? And, how about you, Emmanuel?
Man
back, man.
himself.
All right, cool. All right, next question is: would y'all go out to the countryside,
you come back?
or would you? Me?
Yeah.
No, I got nobody to live for. Wait. What I meant was, my family is already living in all the different parts of
the world.
UK in it, right? They're dispersed. So am I going to choose which one I stay with? Nah. And if I come back to this empty house, like I could stay over
I hate
there.
when it's fair though. Because then they should all be with their kids, innit? Like, everyone, yeah, fair.
And they got their loved ones in that. And they can
That's
call
the
me.
thing. Fair.
Yeah.
I'll take my youth with me.
Yeah.
Like his mother.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. Definitely. Childcare, man. Come on. 100%. She's safe as houses.
Makes sense.
No, she's there, definitely. She's good.
FB having to basically go after my own kid.
Bro.
What's the question I asked you?
You haven't
would you
asked
move to the
yet.
countryside or stay in a city?
Where? When I get to Lagos?
No.
You
saying-
If you come back and lock off, everything lock
Yeah.
off, airport and everything, and you now have to basically decide where you're going to be now that there are bombs dropping and whatnot.
Yeah, but we got the
I'm going
underground. We got
countryside.
extensive underground tunnels like that. We got infrastructure down there. I think we can flex.
Sorry?
So you go to
You know when the,
local,
when the
we'll come
tubes,
up.
I shake when the tubes go past.
Tubes ain't gonna be
Boy,
lying
the
like that.
bombs are gonna go through like flipping.
Are you crazy? They was fine during the Blitz. Trust me. You know about the Luftwaffe?
Okay.
They tried the thing. That man
What
was
did you
down
say?
there. The Luftwaffe. What are they called? That's the German.
No.
That's the German. That's the German. That's what they're called. Google it. I don't know how you type it.
I just like the way it sounded. I didn't want to question whether it was right or not.
That's the regiment. That's the plane people. That's what they're called. Yeah. Yeah.
So
and they
you
flew
find
over.
your local underground.
Yeah. The whole network. I bring everybody down. Down there will be clicking.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because there's loads of tunnels.
But it'll be so unhygienic, and then people will be having sex. Nasty.
Yeah, but we don't have to be down there 24s. We can come up and you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah?
Of course, it's not that they're not carpet bombing it.
Oh,
There's gonna be a break in bombing.
You're thinking when the sirens ringing,
Yes.
then you run.
Yes, you go to your local
No, I'm not being
station.
funny. I actually can't be in a war, you know. Such an inconvenience. Like that's just so much. That's too much.
Isn't it
Especially because I've
quicker?
tasted the good life.
You tasted good life?
Like I live with technology to the
Just
glory of
like
God.
with what you
Yes.
mean.
I live with technology. I live with convenience. Like things are just great. I've got my skincare down to do you know what I mean, to a T. Like things are just good, and then it's all just up in, and it's just like, come on, man, give us a break. Now you got ration food as well. Oh, you can't even crave stuff, and I'm always craving different foods. Can't crave things because it's not available. We've all got to queue up with a little cup.
You know,
Oh. And I know I can't eat a lot of things.
that's better for you.
No, it's not, because they're going to be serving porridge.
Oh.
I don't like porridge.
Yeah, rations sound tough though.
Rations is tough. There's no steak. There's no burgers.
Wouldn't you all look to go and
Jollof rice.
secure the latest, the closest Sainsbury's or Tesco's
But where am I cooking
with
the
your
stuff?
band of?
Where am I cooking it? There's no
Merry men.
gas. It's all blown up.
No, a lot of the stuff you don't have to cook is biscuits and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but I
get
don't
fluffy.
want to see me and my biscuits, boy. I go ham. It ain't taking me to week 2.
But vegans will have to change their diet, right?
What if we live in the countryside?
Vegans are going to be the first ones to be
You think we're
carnivores,
still in
bruv.
the countryside?
I'll go in the countryside.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
So
vegans
that
are
was
going to
your
be the
response.
first
You
ones.
go
Vegans will be the first to break.
Yeah, but
They'll-
that's but they're going to use it as an excuse. Like, Sainsbury's and stuff is still going to be open. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's a war. I've got to have chicken wings. No, you don't. No, there's still tofu still available. Any excuse, man. You know, vegans get drunk and have kebabs on the weekends. So silly. They're gonna be the
I think that's
first
true.
ones.
You know? I think that's true.
Someone I know, she's like, oh, she's vegetarian. She said she's been vegetarian all her life and whatnot. She's like, oh, when I get drunk, I have a kebab. I said, girl, you got it every week. What are you talking about?
so you definitely go to the countryside, right now.
Yeah, I think so, man. Because I feel like
That's where they bomb first, though.
I
No?
don't think
in
so.
the
You know?
countryside. No, they bomb the city.
They ain't going to like them
infrastructure.
structures
Yeah,
first.
they're gonna
Not
put-
really
they're
got
gonna-
to get to the city.
No, they're gonna mess up the infrastructure.
have to
The
go to
rural
the-
places are gonna be blessed.
Try to.
They're gonna go to the cities
no.
first.
The only places in this country where they
There's
think,
no
yeah,
inland.
are spots, are like the proper spots that we don't know about. If they've got information that there's things out there, maybe some air bases or something, like things that, and then they'll go for, because it's all strategic. They're not just blowing up things for no reason.
you're
They
gonna
want to
take
mash up
over
the
the
infrastructure.
dukes
They
and
want to
the
do like the roads, travel, trains,
GKS,
hospitals, all that kind of stuff. Huh? Say that again, sorry?
Did you just say the trains?
Tracks. That's just
Okay,
transport,
yeah.
innit? You
So
want
you
to
have to
you want
move
to disrupt
around.
you want to disrupt the transport system.
Yeah.
You want to the hospitals. You want to mess up the public, innit? Like, so you're not just indiscriminately bombing random places. So anything rural, if there's not something significant there,
Yeah.
like a government building or army
Yeah.
base or something,
Yeah,
they're gonna leave it alone.
yeah,
So you'll be fine in the countryside for the most part. I think
yeah,
it's the city you got to worry about.
yeah.
I thought this through, you know.
Yeah, but you still choose the underground.
I think I'll be better in. I like the cosmopolitan. I think I'll be better in the city. I think I can
You still
survive more
wanna
in
be
the
around
city.
people, you mean?
There's just a lot there in it. I think I'll be better in the
Steal.
city. Yeah, to survive.
'Cause
Get
if you
me?
go
I'm
to
not a
countryside,
graze.
that's not your.
You got to graze
your
off the
local.
land and that. Nah,
What you have to like?
berries and thing.
Well, a lot of the farmers are not in the countryside right now, innit?
They're protesting, innit? They're protesting.
And you know this bare pig and sheep
Livestock, innit?
just there chilling. I mean, licking my lips. We'll be quickly realizing who are leaders and who are. We should just take orders. And then.
And who we should eat first?
You jumped there already.
Huh?
You just wanted to eat
I'll be honest
it,
with you.
man.
Some people are dead weight.
Would you
can't
go for
carry
the
them
fluffy
along.
ones first?
Because they got more meat. No, they got more fat. I like my steak lean. So, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's a lot of work. That's a lot more work.
Sorry, what?
There'll never be a war because I can't. I actually cannot. I don't like. 'Cause the first thing I do is stand on stress, I nap. I wouldn't be able to do that.
You'll adapt.
Scared, man. The thought and the reality of it would be scary. You know why
So
I'd
scary.
be scared, yeah? Because in my mind, I've run through all these scenarios, yeah, and I always survive. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I always think, like, I don't know about everywhere else, but I just always tell myself,
So
like,
that's me
I'm
in my
going to
household.
survive. You know what I'm trying to say? That I'm going to be cool. It don't matter what's going on. Like, most disasters in the world, you know, like, there's some of them that you can't do nothing, but for the most part, I've run through all the scenarios. I'm going to survive. So then if we actually get into the war, that's a lot of pressure for me.
No pressure for you to come through for yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure
It's
to come
actually a
through.
lot.
It's crazy.
For real. Like, oh, God forbid, man. God knows his child anyway.
flat,
He knows
man.
I can't.
Wait.
Like, take me, Lord. I can't. I'm gonna be up there looking down like, like ain't that some shit?
Take me, Lord, it's crazy.
Oh, no way. I got mansion up there. Heck no, man. I can't. Anyway,
Well-
I don't want to lie to people in war zone.
Hopefully it doesn't happen, man.
I pray
But
not.
as of today, the Ukraine has fired British long-range Storm Shadow missiles into Russian territory for the first time, which is the latest sign of a change in stance from Western countries on their involvement in the conflict. Images circulating online appear to show fragments of Storm Shadow missiles in Russia's Kursk region, which is the border area into which Ukrainian forces staged a surprise assault back in August. Approval for the use of the weapons is believed to have been given in response to the deployment of more than 10,000 North Korean troops in Kursk alongside Russian troops in what the UK and US officials have warned is a major escalation of the war. They're just using that as an excuse. The pro-Russian Two Majors Telegram channel said that Ukraine had fired up to 12 Storm Shadows into the Kursk region and carried pictures of missile fragments said to have come from Storm Shadows. Kiev has long lobbied for permission to use Storm Shadow missiles in Russia as it seeks an increase in Western military support an increase in Western military support to counteract Vladimir Putin's forces advancing on multiple fronts across Ukraine. So I was watching something yesterday, and basically goes back to what you were saying yesterday, Brent, about Biden. They're basically just trying to give Ukraine a chance in it, because obviously they're thinking when Trump gets in power, he's going to lock off everything in it. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see if this backfires.
Brent, is my battery ruined? Is this why my laptop sounds like a fighter jet pilot?
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are you editing something?
No.
This is just it.
It's just, if I shut it down, it'll come off, but it does this sometimes. I think I've messed up my battery or something. Something happened. Is the fan overheating, working too hard or something? What's going on?
Some process is running that's causing that to happen, and I don't know what it is, whether something's installed behind the scenes or I don't know. But does it normally do that?
It's been noticing it, yeah. I need
Mine
to
used to do
get
that when I
it
was-
serviced or something, innit?
Yeah, or change it. I mean, you've had it for time, innit? That's the one that always like is temperamental, or is that a new one recently?
No, that's just because it was just full, remember, and I needed to clear it. Was this like a... This
Mine-
is
mine used to do that
what
when
are
I
we
would
in, 24?
edit.
This is like a 2022, 21?
That's not
Still
bad.
new, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be doing that. You just
Exactly.
leave tabs open.
Yeah. It's
It
always
probably- it
on,
probably a lot,
and always
yeah.
on and always open. And
You just
yeah, I don't shut it down. It's just always on.
okay. Well, after a while, I don't think that's good. I mean, do you update anything? As in your system?
I think I done one the other day.
You say you think.
Yeah, I think I did.
You know when it says do it when you're sleeping?
I don't update stuff a lot. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't trust people.
You already have their device. They're already in your house.
I don't know.
It's stopped now. I think something was running because mine used to do that when I would edit, when I'm editing, when I edit a video and I'm
I wonder if it's
finalizing
coming
it.
down now.
Yeah.
Shit. Let's take this for a service. All right, sorry guys, my bad.
No problem. The last headline.
If there's one food that you could live on, that you can always get, what would it be?
You can always get.
Yeah. You don't have to do much processing either. This one thing that's plentiful.
I don't know if there's any food there is. I feel like it's more fruits, if anything.
Like rice.
Well, that's a food.
Rice?
Cooked.
What, cooked?
What's your...
Well, I'm not going to
During
cook it.
wartime, where is that you don't have the use of normal gas cookers and whatnot.
If you can make fire, there's pots and pans you can cook in
So
water.
you would take the time. No, not you. But yes, you would.
I can see him chopping it up.
15 minutes to boil
I
rice.
promise you, I can
20
actually
minutes.
see this boy making a steak dinner.
I'd whip it up in water time.
Is that what you'd use for trading? Give me some nani, I'll give you some rice.
I have to.
You don't have to pay for it.
give him nani.
I'm not going to trade. Who trades
What's
nani?
it trading?
Naan bread.
That's what I said.
Naan bread.
You're a thief. You did it.
And it's wartime. People are bartering and using goods to thing, and you think man's trading for nani?
You're getting that for free.
Garlic.
You're getting that for free.
That's
Oh my
garlic
gosh.
nani. You're disgusting.
What is the food? What would yours be? I don't think there's any food that's like...
I think it would definitely be
I feel like porridge, oats. You just need a bit of water. Gary. That's
true.
everlasting, child.
But I have to be imported though.
Oh yeah. I can't think of any food that's like. Look at you. I don't want to know. Actually, no. You're smiling. What you like? I asked you a serious question. Why are you smiling? I don't want to know what you're thinking.
It's definitely something
I
diabolical.
don't. I do not. Should have seen the smile. He was looking up at the sky and smiling. Deviant.
Something diabolical.
100%.
Let's move on.
100%.
All right, so the Defense Secretary has announced emergency cuts to the UK military. So listen to this, yeah. They've used the British missiles to start this war, right, to escalate the war. And at the same time, the UK is cutting down on the amount of money they're putting into military stuff.
Oh, they want people dead.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
But they decided to start calling people up, so y'all need to protest about this. Because you're first in line.
It's terrible.
This is the image of the missiles they're using.
Is that big like a plane?
Storm Shadow.
Diabolical, man.
Is that big? Is that as big as it looks?
Here you can
This
see
is like a plane,
the...
isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty big though. God damn. And they're sending like hundreds of them one time and thing, innit?
No, I think it was... How many did they send? 12. Yeah, 12.
That's horrible. And Ukraine sent it to Russia.
Yeah. Because before they were saying, listen, the stuff that we make, that's off limits. We'll just give you the money to sort out your stuff. But now,
You hear it. Take it all.
Yeah, that's what's happening, man. And John Healey has blamed the disputed £22 billion black hole left in finances by the Tories. However, the Conservatives have warned that the cuts have come because Labour refuses to spend the 2.5% of GDP on defence. Mr. Healey told MPs that Labour had a dire inheritance from the Tories in defence, so needed to scrap 6 outdated defence projects, which will save £500 million over the next 5 years. The emergency statement caught MPs by surprise on Wednesday and has left doubts over whether the UK could take back the Falklands if they were invaded again. Wow. The Defence Secretary said that the service chiefs had agreed to his common sense decisions which previous governments had failed to take. He also added that these will not be the last difficult decisions I will have to make. And that's it for our headlines.
All right, let's get into what you saying topic of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense. That battle's out right now. Go and run it up. Go and run it
Man
up.
said what, like he didn't open and close the tab.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that was all you.
That battle is thoroughly entertaining as well.
All right, people. So our topic of the day is on the situation that's happening right now. You lot may have heard about it. And this is about the young British black boy, 18 years old, who's facing a 20-year jail sentence.
Now, why
in
that
Dubai.
is?
For what?
Because
Wait till you
he
hear
had
about it.
holiday romance with a 17-year-old girl in Dubai.
In Dubai.
What do you mean?
But you know they didn't believe in fornication over there.
Yeah, man. He was engaging in relations.
What, is she underage over there?
No, they don't believe in married like fornication. If you're not married, you don't need to
They've
be
loosened it a bit, but there's still
Sorry,
there's certain restrictions.
where's this?
Dubai.
Does somebody want to tell them?
Tell them what?
Huh? 1 second. He's in trouble for shopping in Dubai?
Yeah.
So ain't nobody gonna talk to the tourist board and tell them what happens over there?
But,
Well, I think they people. I think they got a license.
and plus, I guess
It's
it's,
about
it's
shit
done
in
in secret,
faces.
innit?
No, I'm just talking about people who are having
Just
sex.
doing-
Yeah, but well, you
But-
get got.
I guess obviously that's done in secret, right? And no one's told the police. In this situation,
No, but this is out.
somebody's got
yeah.
their way to call police.
No, but she's out of order. That I'll let you tell the
Yeah.
I
story.
need some
but she-
context. 'Cause this is
All
I'm
right,
confused.
Yeah,
let me
it's
read it
mad.
to you. All right, so basically, a British teenager is facing 20-year jail sentence in Dubai after developing a holiday romance with another tourist, right? So his name is Marcus Fakana. He's 18. And he was
What?
on,
None of them live over there.
Nope.
No.
Both
What are they
from here,
doing?
Both
Just
here.
wait for it.
So he was on holiday with his parents when he met this girl who's 17, staying at the same hotel. After having sex, the teenagers made plans to continue their blossoming teenage romance when they returned to London, right? This is according to him, right? Which is the truth. But the campaign group,
Which is the truth.
but the campaign group says that he's now stuck in Dubai, facing decades in prison after the girl's parents looked through her phone and reported him to the police when they got home.
But why isn't the girl in prison as well?
Because
She's
she's in
in
London.
England. Because she's back here.
Yeah, and the parents are trying to protect her and
No, they
destroy
need to
his
extradite
life.
her.
For real, you know. Something should happen.
No, this is crazy.
It is very mad.
Insane. But yeah, man, he's from Tottenham, right? And he claims that he did not know the girl was months younger than him when they met.
What's the bloody didn't?
And their relationship would be legal in the UK.
What are you gasping for?
What happened,
Thank
Brent?
you very much, Ed. The biggest question I wanted to know was the ethnicity of the
Girl.
woman,
Please
the
tell me she's
mother,
not white.
and the girl. She
Yeah.
is Indian British.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, you
There
know them
you go.
people. They take. Oh, so they're upset that their girl's having sex.
No, but she's
With a
underage.
black
With
boy.
a black guy.
Yeah, but yeah.
They're saying the age of consent is 18 as well over there.
Oh, is it?
That's a crime.
But at least they're not charging him for rape though,
Yeah, for real.
which is because that he ain't coming out.
Imagine
You
how
know
many
that-
years that would be.
Psh, to you dead.
Insane.
But
yeah, man.
Sure, if it is that she had a way, she would have banged that in her.
Well, her parents in it, because it's not even the girl; it's her parents.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
Dubai,
so horrible.
Dubai has only recently legalized out of wedlock sex for tourists, but still has a strict Islamic legal system. So basically, Mr. Fakana, he was speaking to Detained in Dubai. This is the people that's trying to help him, right? And he said, we had a wonderful time together. We really liked each other, but she was secretive with her family because they were strict. My parents knew about our relationship, but she couldn't tell hers. She had to meet me without telling them that it was to see a boy. So when she left, I couldn't wait to see her again when I got home. Then suddenly, police knocked on our hotel door. They said that they were taking me in for questioning, but wouldn't tell me why. I couldn't imagine what for. I was frightened and my parents were terrified. And then obviously he goes on to say that he was held at a police station for 3 days and was unable to make a phone call or speak to his parents. Crazy. Yes.
Obviously, different time, different conversations we had, but y'all need to be safer with sex, man. Me and a stranger just having sex anyhow is wild. There's that. But anyway, all of that aside,
Yeah, this is...
it's out of order, man.
So correct me if I'm wrong. They did everything so that the police or the public in Dubai didn't know that they were disrespecting their laws, right? And he even promised that he would check her when he's back in London. What a good guy, right?
Yep.
And whilst he was still there, she's obviously gone back, and her mum has got her phone and found out that she was with a black boy. And the black boy is still in Dubai.
Yes. So he's been released now, but he's
oh,
not
there's a
allowed.
bail.
He's not allowed to actually leave Dubai. So obviously, right now they're having to pay for Airbnbs and whatnot.
And didn't he say
saying?
that his parents,
They ain't good
one
like that.
works in a
Yeah,
warehouse,
one of
the
them's a
other-
cleaner.
So they're really
So
looking
they-
to pool
yeah.
money together.
And they're having to pay $2,000, I think, a month for his accommodation.
Crazy.
Is there a GoFundMe whipping around? They should do that
They should.
to help with the legal fees.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
they should actually. I donate to that.
That is mad.
That's right. Yeah, man.
I wonder if it is that they are going to show the mum.
But yeah.
I think they should.
As in the mum.
But it might be a bit. Someone might do something crazy, and
I think they will though. But then,
Not something crazy like basically trying to get him
20 years in jail.
pitched for 20 years. That's not
Longer
crazy
than
enough.
his life than he's lived, you know.
It's insane, absolutely insane.
I think the parents, like, that's really out of order with them.
How could you call? And I don't know if when it is that she was talking to the girl basically said, "I didn't want this."
No, I don't think
And
so.
that's when it is the parent was like, "Oh my goodness, it was
No,
stolen."
because it would have been a stronger charge. Because basically that it just speaks to parents that are very, very like extremely protective of their children. Yes, you should be protective of your children to an extent, but it speaks to extreme protection where you feel like you actually own your child's body, your child's autonomy, all of that stuff. You feel like you own it. I feel like it's more of a thing of she's had premarital sex, which obviously in their culture, whatever it is a taboo anyway. And then with a Negro, no less.
So there is a racial component in this.
Absolutely.
I think so, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. So I didn't have to basically push the boat out to basically
I think
get to
everyone
that.
knows.
Yeah, we
Okay.
know
We're all
how
in
a
the
lot of
boat.
them see us, man.
Who?
So we know how a lot of them see us.
Who?
The other people.
Stop
in that-
smiling. Do you know, I don't want to see your face today. This is so annoying.
This guy, man.
It's like a
I
kid
don't
trying to
like
steal.
this. This is nasty work.
It is.
This is
Absolutely.
nasty work.
It really
For
is.
her to clock that he's still there and know
Literally.
full well what might happen if she makes a call. Because what's she calling to say? Oh my gosh, my daughter like fell in love and she basically had sex with it. There, she's calling to say a crime was committed.
Yeah.
on
But
your
you know
land,
what is?
and the boy's still there.
Yeah, I don't think they definitely didn't pull the. I don't think they pulled the grape card because he would know. But I think that what they did was they pulled she's underage.
Yeah.
How do they prove it? If not sending those
Messages, yeah,
and
absolutely.
images to the police.
But they would have taken his phone anyway as well, and they would have seen it.
And he's not even. He's
No,
not
but
denying
you
it. as
can't
well.
take his phone until it is that you have suspicion to basically.
but when
take the
you-
phone. So
yeah,
she
but-
must have provided.
Yeah, but she would have reported
media.
it. That's strategy. But I feel like some countries you can just say something, they'll go and check it
Go and
out,
check.
and they just take his phone and see, and then the messages are.
But it sounds like she's the type that will give her all the information.
All of it.
Yeah, it's very-
as
it's a very
much as
vindictive
possible
thing to
get
do.
him
Yeah.
locked up.
It's a very, very, very vindictive thing to do. He's a child.
You're telling me that she shouldn't have her face there? His face is all over the gaff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's not going to help his case, innit?
Yeah, exactly, man.
And with his family, I don't think his family want that, because certain things. It's like when something happens and people are protesting in honor of something that's the victim, and the family's always like, "Don't do too much," because they just don't need that, man. They don't need that backlash of people went to do whatever they did to this woman because of them. It's
Sorry,
like, can you put your energy into more productive stuff?
All right, cool. I'm thinking things can happen at the same time, right? Because his family's life is completely
Absolutely.
upturned, right? So his face is plastered anyway.
Yeah.
And by proxy, the family would have been known within the community, right? So your life is all in the public.
Yeah.
And she made this call,
Yeah.
and nobody is going to basically look to put her on blast at all.
Yeah, but the way people are going to see it is, yes, it wasn't a crime, but in Dubai, it's unlawful for underage people to have sex or whatever it is. So it's almost as if you're putting, like, she's not a victim of anything, but technically, in legal terms, she's a victim. So it's like you're putting the victim's like well-being there, because the thing with people with things as well is that it's not gonna just stop at people wanting to like abuse the mum. It's gonna go to the girl because you're the reason why. Like, do you know what I mean? So it opens the floodgates
I think
for so
there's
much
another
harm.
conversation that people need to be a bit more mindful about respecting the law of the land when you
We'll get
start
there.
There's
travel.
that as well.
We'll get there.
Because, yeah, okay, got there.
We will get there.
Okay, cool.
But I think, let's just say it was a Karen. Would you want her face about the place?
Is she still
This is
saying
just well wishes. It may not happen. It may not happen.
But the things that they put in place to protect kids and stuff, where they don't want to put faces around. I know they take the piss out of people, very, very rare. But if she was 17 at the time and she's underage and all that,
I'm not talking about the girl. I'm talking about the mum.
oh, the mum's
The
face.
wicked
you want.
one. Yeah.
You want the mum's face out there?
Yes.
what
She
I'm
was the
talking
one
about,
that
not
caused
the girl.
drama.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because basically the mum is the one who reported it to Dubai authorities that got him arrested. And after they got here, so it's like she, yeah.
But the issue is though, are you going to start as much as we feel like this is a terrible thing to have been done, yeah, are we going to put people's pictures who report crimes? You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know if I agree
That-
with
that
that. That's
opened the
crazy. That's
floodgates.
crazy.
Yeah. That's
Question,
insane.
Emmanuel.
Yeah,
If somebody accused you of grape,
impossible.
But this is different because it's saying grape.
Impossible.
where it's a sexual crime, right? That's being committed. Am I correct?
Yeah, but you know what it is though? It's a Dubai crime that's been committed. Because this could have been adults too.
So,
Don't want your fornicating
question.
in their
I'm
country.
just asking
It's
questions
statutory,
here.
innit?
I'm
It's
just
just an
asking
age group
questions
thing.
here. Just asking questions.
Yeah.
So if there are people who are just waiting patiently to snitch, because that's what you call it, right?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You'd call it snitching, right?
I mean, it's not snitching.
You,
like, if it's a crime,
you go on
and whatever,
holiday, Margs, and you have sex. You're not married to the person you have sex with. And then this person comes back, and then their mum calls Dubai and says, you've just done something outside of wedlock.
Calling from the care home, you know.
Okay, go on. Their mum called and said that, yeah, he had sex with my daughter outside of wedlock.
He don't want to marry her.
Yeah, that's snitching. Because if the daughter had never had no problem with it.
In fact, it was a budding romance.
I bet you know what's on my mind? I hope she's
He
not pregnant.
said that he would check her when he was back in the UK. It wasn't a lash and dash.
So saying this is pressure from the parents.
Lash and
I
dash.
think this is pressure from the parents just because he's a black boy.
But this is what we.
Yeah.
I just asked if there's a racial component in it. And
No, but there's a
Emmanuel said
racial, there's a racial thing from the mum side,
Yes.
Yeah,
but not from Dubai side.
yeah.
No.
Dubai's thing is just their law is their law.
Exactly.
Yes, and that's
But from the mum is definitely, I feel like it's racial.
that's why, because I'm
Obviously, you're not going to jump to conclusions and make assumptions.
also,
and
can I
stuff
just
like
say
that. So
as well-
You're assuming that if it was another Asian boy, there's no charge.
No, that's
or
my
if it was
next
a white
sentence.
boy, there's no
No, no,
charge.
no, no, no,
We
that's
don't
my
know
next
how these
sentence.
parents raise their kids and what they live and what kind of rules they got.
And-
We don't know.
And that was my next thing. I think the black thing defo is there
Yeah.
because I don't like black people. However, though, I also think it's about their daughter's honor.
Yeah.
Because in their culture, in their tradition, you don't do things like. Because when you think about like
I agree.
even when you think about like honor killings, right? Even within certain communities, it's not blacks they're killing or
Yeah.
whites they're killing. It's
Yeah.
their own people.
Yeah.
Because again, you violated our our daughter.
Maybe there's something to that
So-
with like the way that they are and stuff like that with tradition and that. Yeah, because I've seen Asian girls get disowned from their family for doing stuff like that.
With Asian boys.
Yeah, like for doing stuff like that. So maybe it was a choice. It was a thing was this will come out, and then their thing was rather than disown our daughter, let's turn this into.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? That was the option because they was going to disown her for doing that. But actually, now let's not disown her because she's a victim. So then, I don't know.
So y'all are making a good point. You're now saying that it's not a racial component.
I'm not saying you don't know, but I'm
I
saying
think the racial
talking-
thing could be just the extra vim.
to talk in certainties.
I think it's like.
talking certainties is crazy.
I think it was like.
I don't mind talking uncertainties.
I feel like if they were in
Not
this,
for this
maybe if they were in the same race and say it's like, okay, we can speak with the family, get you married and whatnot. We can talk about that.
Yeah, true.
I'm not speaking factually, but I'm just saying
opinion.
perhaps the black skin was like, well, we ain't got much to lose anyway.
I even think that they were sexting.
They definitely were. That's
Yeah,
what messages
that's
do you
what
think it were? How
messages
was
were.
your day? They weren't.
Yeah.
I think they
The
were
messages,
I think they were
evidence.
pictures and video, and I think that's what spun her.
Did it?
Yeah,
Can I even know they had sex?
Yeah. Probably the messages like where he's
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
when I did this and
We did sex as well. Oh, all that and for what?
I
But to
feel
find
so-
out
I
that
feel
he's
sorry for
still
this boy,
there.
man.
and then be like, all right, cool.
When did this happen even? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say it, It doesn't say. But in the chat,
So would you
they're
have been
saying-
quicker to say the racial component was higher if it was a white mother?
Listen, if it's not black on black, I'm saying race.
Yeah.
I'm not saying factually it's racial, but I'm saying that it could possibly play a part. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think it's the sole thing at all.
It's not.
Like,
It's about their daughter being violated. They feel like their daughter's been violated.
and I'm definitely about to generalize here. Yeah. I feel like if it's there's no point. Like, I think it's just the extra vim in it. But if somebody's complaining about their child being 17 or whatever, knowing that obviously that's going to get this boy in trouble, it's probably, especially an Asian family, it's probably definitely, it's definitely just the fact that she's her age, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I don't think it's just her age. I think it's the fact that she's having sex. She's she's
Yeah,
not
exactly,
married.
exactly.
Because
All of
then
that.
that's because I feel like the fact that they didn't accuse him of raping is that's great because that's what it wasn't. So they know it's consensual. So it's a thing of she's out here having sex before you're married.
I don't know, but
you're
what's
meant to
that
get married to a virgin.
them statutory rape things? It's the law. If the law
Is
is
it
the
statutory
law,
rape though?
if the law is the law and she's underage,
Yeah.
she can't consent.
No, but is that what? No, but what's the age
She
of
can't
consent?
consent if she's underage. They
No,
said
but the
it's,
age of
they said it's
consent-
18. I don't know.
In
We have
Dubai.
to Google. We should do our Googles. I don't know.
Because the thing is, it was
I don't know.
stuff
But
like that.
the chat said it's 18.
No, but there's stuff like that work when you're if it's for people of Dubai because where they come from, both from the UK, is 16. So
So he's okay in the UK, but in Dubai it's underage.
But then that's
There's that guy in America who married his gal that was underage and went to another state and then got nicked for it because she's too young in one of the other states.
Oh, is it?
These
Oh,
things,
okay.
rules are rules. You got to respect rules where they go.
yeah, but I didn't see anything about rape, so I didn't know that.
Good morning,
go
morning,
on.
Ed.
Yeah, what's up, people? All good?
Morning, Ed. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I was just putting to just basically weighing to say that like Mark is basically saying, yeah, the age there's no age of consent if you're married in Dubai, but
Okay.
if you're not married, they've changed the laws so that you can have sex once you're 18. That's the rules out there. So yeah, so the case is purely it's still a statutory case. It's not.
Oh, is
It's
it?
not.
Oh,
Yeah, it's purely about that. So yeah, she's obviously the mum's seen what's happened, and she must have either done research on you already, and has obviously then gone vindictively and gone, let me call feds on him for underage for having sex with a minor, isn't it? So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a shame, man.
See, I didn't know there's a big charges then.
So it doesn't even matter about age.
It does matter because if it's under 18, then yeah. So
There's
it's
no
only
age of
20
consent
years.
if it is that you are outside of. So it's sorry,
No,
I'm
if you're married.
You're saying it was the fact that they did it outside of marriage, Ed.
Yeah, and the age of
Yeah, it would
consent.
be legal. If you was 18 and they were married, it would be legal. But it's because they're not married. That's why it's.
And that's what I thought you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So forget about age. It's not age thing. It's the fact that you're not married.
No, I'm saying.
No, but it's
If you're
not
married,
I'm
just
saying
saying, if you're
if they're
married, there's no
age.
age in it.
Yeah.
So because you're not married, the age of consent is 18. So
yeah.
it's both.
Yeah.
It's tandem.
Because
It's both.
if she was 18, it wouldn't be a thing. But
Exactly,
because
yeah.
she's not 18, one of them's not 18.
Why you're saying it's not
If-
an age?
if-
Because if they was
if-
married, it wouldn't be a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If they was married, they'll be fine.
So it is an age thing.
Wait a
It's
minute.
both.
Actually, yeah, it's both. Yeah,
it's both.
Yeah, age
Wait a
and
minute.
marriage.
I'm confused.
No, it's not because I
I'm
swear
getting
if they're both
confused.
18, it's not. They've relaxed their law, so it wouldn't be a crime.
It wouldn't be, yeah.
Yeah, so it's an age
Oh, yeah,
thing.
so okay,
Because
cool.
because they're under. If you're under 18, then the marriage thing comes into it. Basically, so it's an age
Exactly what
thing.
you just said.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah.
Are you
So,
sure
yeah,
that's what you
it's-
just said? Because
Yeah, that's literally it.
because I
He's
thought
like,
you
yeah,
said
jeez.
it doesn't matter how
Is that-
old you are. If you're not married, then
Yeah,
it's
there's no
illegal.
age of consent. There is no age of consent in Dubai when you're married.
If you're
which is
married.
mad in itself. But yeah, if you're married, there's no age of consent in Dubai.
Is it legal to have sex over
You can
18
be,
outside of marriage?
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
it's illegal. If you're both 18 or you're both 18 and over, you can have sex outside of marriage.
There we go. So,
Yeah.
and then he did say that he didn't know.
He
her
said he didn't
age.
know it was underage.
So you just assumed. And do you know the maddest thing? They're probably in the same year in school, you know.
Yeah, that's what I said. Probably same year group because he said there's only a few months between them. innit?
Yeah.
They could use that as part of their case.
So she, the wicked woman, found out that he was 18 and she was 17 at the time of the deed because she's now 18. That's what the paper said. She's now 18. So it was, you asked before how long ago was it? It was enough for her to have a birthday. And this was after her birthday.
Oh, it was after. As in, like, the girl was called after her birthday.
Well, the police were called.
Or the police was called after her birthday. I hope they do a GoFundMe though, because
Maybe
that's
they weren't
horrible.
called after her birthday. I just worked out. They don't have to call after her birthday.
Brent, I ignored all of that because that's got nothing to do with price of pain.
Yes, they do. They should do a GoFundMe.
I hope they do a GoFundMe though, because her parents, because he said as well, like they had saved up for the trip, like it was a big thing for his family to go out on this, to go for this trip.
Yeah,
And then all of this
they
happened.
saved up
Like,
to do
that's,
it.
yeah, they saved up to do. That's crazy.
I think they will get more money if we see the mother's face.
As in the Indian mother or the boy's mom.
No, the Indian mum.
They're getting the same amount of money.
No,
So you're not gonna donate unless you see the Indian mom's face.
I'll
I
donate
dare you
more.
say that out loud.
I'll donate more. Because I don't like this. I don't like it at all. And he looks like a A nice.
He's like a lovely,
Exactly,
wholesome
man.
lad.
I ain't seen it.
Again, it's not a lash and dash thing. You actually wanted to look at.
And they use his pictures even from the school. It's a school picture.
Can you imagine?
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least we got that, right? innit?
Right.
Otherwise they'll
All right,
show
let's
you-
move on to the most important thing after that, which
Which is what?
is be more careful when it is that you're in these particular
People need to know laws,
jurisdictions.
man. What these places, man.
Adults could make choices if they want to go over to these Arab nations and fornicate and do all these kind of things here, because you're big people. But if you're taking your kids over there, I think you need to give them.
But you say
The-
that though,
the
but
lay-
it's
lay
the
down-
You put the
18-year-old.
lay
blame on
down the
the
law.
parents of the boy.
No,
I
but
was
it's
just
the
saying, it's
18-year-old.
I'm going to tell my. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to tell my. Yo, I know what they like about drinking, smoking. Mind yourself
Good
when we're
shot.
out here. Mind
Good
yourself.
call, good call.
Don't come here with no foolishness.
Yeah.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
it's the first time he's going.
Yeah.
You've been there before.
Yeah.
You know what
That was the
law
first time the
is.
parents
don't-
went too.
No, 100%. But you've decided to save up to go here.
Yeah.
Do your due diligence, right?
It's sad, man.
So now they're to blame. You're saying.
No. At all.
That's the verse you went. Everything
That's
he
the verse
said.
you went
That's the
with.
verse. That's the verse you went with.
Oh, sorry.
Look at you trying to say that's the verse you went. No, that's the verse you went with. Cheek of it.
Right, but you've never been caught in Dubai doing anything heinous, innit?
I've never done anything heinous in my life.
There you go. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know you did that. I tried to you.
And he said heinous for a reason. So you mug.
Nah. Lamy, is he going to be
I hope so.
intervening here? Because he's got the power, right?
Didn't he cuss Kevin bad enough for being anti-black recently, something like that? So he needs to show his black ass what his black ass can do. I hope he does though.
This is where
But
he
people,
starts.
does he even know
earning
about it?
money.
People been tagging him and stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have been.
They're from his borough as well, everything.
So I hope he does.
He'd be pretending that he's not on Twitter.
For his super private account. I can actually imagine stuff like that, you know. He's streaming from his burner account thinking, leave me alone, man.
Do you think that he's the type of person that will be like, don't look at me now because it's a black boy?
No, but they're from your borough. If it was from a borough with anybody else, they would be getting tagged, man. Let me see. It just happens that the boy is black.
Exactly.
Where's this
The girl's
narrative coming from
Indian.
that she lied about her age? Do you not know this for a fact?
No, they don't. They just,
No,
Yeah.
in
He
the
said she doesn't know. He said he didn't know her
Article.
age. He didn't.
Yeah.
Huh?
She didn't lie.
The article doesn't say she lied about her age.
Yeah.
Because then they wouldn't. That would
Exactly.
change things differently.
So why do you keep saying? Why is everyone saying this?
Because they're assuming that she lied. Because sometimes women lie about their ages, so they're assuming that she would have. I don't think they even asked about age. I feel like they're in the same
Exactly.
lifespan,
Yeah.
and
In
I
the
feel
same
like they're
school.
probably in the same year of school. I don't think. Cause I feel like kids that age, they don't ask how old you are. They just ask what year you in.
Can I ask a question?
asking
though?
what
That's
age.
another thing. Would you ask a girl that you find attractive on holiday if you're about to engage in sexual activity how old
Coitus.
she was?
You better. No.
I don't really go for like young looking girls like that, so I'm not gonna have the
I actually had a
conversation.
camera in Emmanuel.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it?
leave him alone.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a married man.
No,
Thank you
I
very much.
thought-
Okay,
That-
sorry, can't do
what?
it.
He can't participate in this conversation?
No, go on.
I'll stop asking questions about sex then.
Everybody.
Go on, Max.
No.
Go on,
No, it's alright. It's cool. You do.
Professor.
No, you was right. I'm making you right. Go on.
I was going around the room.
Go.
But shouldn't you do your due diligence on that,
No,
on
but-
that front? Because
the
I know
thing is,
Marx
yeah.
wants to blame the parents, but come on, you're about to engage in sex.
Don't say
Yeah, but
Mark
if
wants to be-
if you're our age, yeah,
Horrible.
if you're our age,
What does that mean?
Huh?
Just by the eye test?
yeah, but like
You can't do that.
by the looks of things.
That's
Well,
dangerous. right?
apparently we can't. Clearly, but
yeah, but you ain't gonna. There's no one that you look at and think, oh, and they're in college. It's impossible. Impossible.
No, I'm not talking about you at this age.
So what are you talking about? When we was young?
This boy's 18.
Oh, so when we was 18, if we went away,
Who's we? I'm not going anywhere with you.
what kind of scenario is
this
this?
is what I'm saying, man.
So the boy's 18.
okay,
Did you go on a holiday when it is you were around that age?
no, not at all, man.
Ah, so you never, you dumb boy.
This guy is so
All
annoying.
right, Bugs. Where
Kaba
you go
said,
on
no, you're not
holiday?
about to ask me.
You're saying that nothing happens when Izzy go on holiday?
I ain't go on holiday to have enjoyment and I lay on the beach. By
Because
myself.
when it is, you said that you got accosted by some Greek Adonis, an elderly gentleman.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does happen, but I'm just like, hey, oh, look at you, man.
Come and look after you.
You see, fine, baby, you think you can step up to this? Move,
Do
man.
men ask age when it is they're on holiday? If the person looks a bit younger,
I think that's something that comes up in general conversation when you're going through, like when you're just getting to know someone or something like that. I think there's times when it doesn't happen because
when your club liquored up and you'll fall into their each other's embrace.
Yeah, potentially. And I feel like there's like in those kind of times, the only the necessity to ask that question would be if someone visibly looks young. You know what I'm trying to say? And obviously, there's people that look old that are young. You can't tell, but I mean, just from like the eye test, if someone doesn't visibly look young, and you are doing whatever you're doing and very, very rare, that question might not come up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, how old you are? That's not.
I think we actually start doing like video recordings of these things.
Of what things?
Like, hey, my name is Marks. I am da age.
And I
hey, my name is Samantha. I am da. Like, do you get me? Because
and we consent.
And we
consent.
we consent. Because I think it's very dangerous. Because
that might be my new flow. That might be my new
No,
flow.
Even in act, I'm consenting. You know what I'm saying?
in the
In the act. And afterwards, I consented. You have to.
But no,
Everything.
He was the whole paper trail.
Hey, you have to.
That's the clip.
Otherwise,
we consent.
you'll be done at it.
Consent, consented.
All of that. Yes. Past, present.
Not
all
in
of
the
that.
act there. They might think
No,
that.
you have to.
No, because
Even
that
change
could
the
be skewed.
positions.
In the act
Them
is
consent.
crazy.
In the act, because the yes will not be a straight yes, and that will be problems.
You just do. Yes. Keep it rolling. Why did you? You see, don't laugh.
Don't bring to me.
That's
Don't
blasphemy.
dare point at
You
me.
just came from a Christian
Don't point at
podcast.
me.
I said, Lord knows. I consent.
All of you are going to jail. Everybody's going to jail. Even the cleaner who cleaned the sheets is going to jail. Everybody, wrap them up. Wrap them up, boys. But I actually think we need to start looking into like, because this is serious, you know.
I'm telling you.
It's actually serious. I mean, I don't think the girl lied about her age in this situation, because kids that age, you don't ask. When I was in school, I never asked how old are you. It's more what's it called? What year you in?
Yeah.
And that's how you gauge it. And I reckon they're in the same year. If she's 18 now, he's still 18. I reckon they're in the same year anyway. But man, damn. I hope there's a GoFundMe though. I actually want to donate so they can to help with their legal costs, because that's gonna be stupid.
Yeah.
£2,000 just for his rent, and then he's gonna eat and whatnot.
It's not right, man.
And then the legal. I hope the legal stuff. I hope that's pro bono, because child. I hope he gets off there.
Yeah. To be fair, I feel like he will. I feel like maybe this is one of those make it look like we're doing something.
But do you think David Lammy Dubai? Oh, people that get what do you think Freddie get arrested? No, that wasn't him. Didn't someone have a CBD oil one time? People that have been arrested for having dildos in the suitcase. Anything in Dubai, boy. Anything.
Yeah.
So I don't think Dubai is trying to prove a point. I think the only way it might get dropped is if the mum says, oh, actually, I don't want to press charges. Then maybe Dubai will listen. I don't know how they do over there. Maybe they will. But, yeah. But then do you think David Lammy has to respond for them to be able to get somewhere?
I don't know why, but I do feel like they'll kind of be somewhat lenient, because in the context of it, right?
Where they're from, man. Like, where they're literally from.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, David Lammy should do something. He's the Foreign Secretary and he's the MP for the borough, so
Yeah.
he's one of the
I hope he
powers.
does.
Yeah, and to be fair, the Dubai authorities in Dubai, they know what people do there, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
we don't want to see you doing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
too bad they didn't even see you doing it.
There you go.
It's word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Should have denied it.
All right,
All right.
people, you heard it here first. When it is you go to Dubai, please.
I mean, you heard it
do
here first.
Anything.
Yeah, man.
You should have heard that
Don't
from Google
do
first.
anything at all. Do you think Dubai is ever gonna cave and change their
Definitely not.
policy because
Definitely not.
they're now seen as Hollywood?
I think the most they've done is,
Let people drink there in open.
no, like the laws with the sex thing. Cause I saw there was even a time where you couldn't even be in the same hotel room or something like that. If you were married or something like that. I think I've heard that
You
before.
have to show
Or hold
evidence that
hands.
you're married.
Yeah, you have to show
Yeah.
evidence that you're married. Can you even hold hands in public?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can unless you're married.
Oh,
Yeah,
Where?
Dubai, you can do that.
you gotta walk like this. Walk like this.
Yeah, I don't know what Dubai you've been to, but I see gal hanging out of cars, trailer load of girl hanging out. Well, I don't know what man's about hold hands. These are sick. I don't know what you don't think is going on in that country. These are crazy.
Mate,
Dubai is a treacherous
that is something
land.
I'm actually never to go to.
Listen,
I'm trying to get arrested. I'm in a bikini
But don't they say where you can wear the bikini, where you can't?
in my hotel room. But even like dressing there, because I heard if you go to the mall and stuff, you got to dress modestly.
As in cover up everything
Yeah.
apart from your face?
No.
No, I'm not crazy.
But like
Sorry.
just cover up, so you can't have cleavage out, can't have your legs out, bum out.
I want to go to Dubai
To do what?
to enjoy another culture.
Don't you can be like, I'm the crazy one for asking you what you want to go and do in Dubai.
Oh, is it because it sounded as though it was connected to you saying cover up in the mall?
Yeah,
No, it's not. It's that I hear everybody goes to Dubai, but I've never been to Dubai.
I've never been, but I don't know if it's my place to visit like that. It's not that is just not. I feel like this.
But you're not gonna go there and look to fornicate and stuff.
Yeah, but if I go with a man, I'm not trying to get arrested. You know, I can't go to jail,
Again,
whether here or
You just
abroad.
came from a Christian podcast. So you're not going with a man to do anything other than like sightsee and whatnot.
Yeah, but if I'm holding hands with a man, or
Holding
we're in the
hands is
same
fine.
hotel room or whatever the case might be, I can't get arrested for stuff like that. Or he
I
lipses
reckon
me,
there are hotels that are a bit loose.
lenient.
Yeah, with partners and whatnot.
But can you even lips in public?
again,
Well, depends on the Dubai.
I don't know what kind of myth you are talking about. I don't know what he's. I don't
I'm
know
sharing these things.
what
Yeah.
You can basically speak
going
it.
on.
These are all rumors we've heard.
Power, bro.
These are rumors that we've heard. So you tell us the tea then.
What are you talking
What's
about?
the
It's
mathematics, bro? Come on.
Okay.
2 plus 2.
Dubai.
Yeah, 2
So what
plus
can
2
you
equals 4.
what can you and what can't you do?
Well, I don't know legally or legitly what the actual laws are because I haven't read, but they be doing what they want.
So you don't even care?
You're talking about, no, I don't give a shit. You're talking about dressing modesty and all this crap. I'm seeing breasts out a door, pom pom out a door. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Is it in particular parts in Dubai though?
uh-uh.
I swear Lala lives
But
in
the
Dubai.
tourism and things, so the people are over there behaving like how they behave
Get
in.
us said that connected
Do you know
to
who's been to Dubai? Can you jump on Discord, please? This boy's
Lala is in Dubai.
Have you been to Dubai?
No.
I thought Lala didn't go to Dubai.
No, she did. She took the job.
Oh, she took it?
She said it was good money.
Oh,
Oh, maybe she
thank
didn't
God.
take the job. I thought she was in
Was that
Dubai.
anonymous?
I thought she didn't take it.
Dilemma.
No. She was talking about it in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not in Dubai. Who's in Dubai right now? Who's been to Dubai? Who knows about Dubai? Because obviously,
Mark's not helping.
Mark is saying he doesn't know the laws, but he's seen
He doesn't care about the laws either.
No,
Now you want us to sign a GoFundMe because you were lipsing in High Street.
Oh, she doesn't live in Dubai, but she's been there.
Yeah.
Lala, you better come tell us what the
What's
law
tea?
is, please.
Tell us what you did.
I don't think we've heard your voice.
This is what you did, you know.
Tell us what you did, baby girl.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man.
I still want to go to Dubai. And how about homosexuality?
Oh.
I ain't seen none of that.
If you're married, can you hold hands?
What'd you say?
If you're married, can you hold hands?
If you're
If two men, like two homosexual marriage,
what sort of marriage we talking about?
they don't care.
Gay men go to Dubai though and do their thing. Like they can party with everybody
whom?
else. That I'm saying they're allowed to be
So
there.
there is rumors out there, but I
Who's
can't
allowed
say
to
that one
what?
aloud.
What you talking about?
Huh?
Now you want to get involved. Mr. Maribel.
Wait a minute. No. So wait,
I hope I didn't laugh at the wrong thing because I know what I thought I heard. So I really pray. just in case this clip comes into question, I don't want to be, a participant.
yeah.
Yeah, so go.
Let's leave it there.
Well,
There was a whole article about the people who tried to hire me. I had a lucky escape.
No
Wait
way.
a minute. What? Is this? Lala.
What?
What happened?
That's why we told you not to go.
oh, DM me the article, please.
That
No,
is insane.
share it in the chat.
I don't care about the rest of y'all. I just want to see for myself.
That is crazy,
Oh, she's at work. She said in London, so I can't call in. Fair.
That is perfect. That is perfect. Dubai is Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm telling you.
To be fair, when there's shit on people's
It's a
faces and
land of
stuff.
heathens. It's a treacherous land.
Serious.
There's nothing but fornication.
So fornication.
Are you? No. I know it has.
It's not your ordinary fornication.
It's not your ordinary. It's fornication.
Fornified. Okay.
Fornified.
Some of the branding is
It's been
fly
going
out
off.
and do stuff, right? But it's
just
the sheikhs and whatnot that are flying them out and then doing stuff to them, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying,
But they
see,
do it within the confines of their castles.
Yeah, apparently so. They get them out into like the wild,
Yeah, because
and they do it over there.
There's no jurisdiction if it is that you have money, right?
Well,
Yeah, but I'm just saying, almost like regular Joes are doing this too.
Yeah.
Is that what Marcus is saying?
Yeah, I'm saying the normal people. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the regular
wow.
people that go over there and go party. It's just a lit place. You turn up. It's treacherous. They're tearing down. They're climbing down the walls. Climbing down the walls,
Are there
man.
certain places where you can drink alcohol?
Of course.
I thought you
But
can't
not
get
in
drunk in the
public?
streets.
No, in the
You don't need to be in the
clubs,
streets.
all
You're in the
that
clubs, the beach clubs, the pool parties,
So once
the
you
hotels.
step into the club, then it has its own jurisdiction.
Must be because you can drink normal. You liquor every day.
But then if you're out and you're drunk, can you be drunk though in the streets?
What, and belligerent?
Not belligerent. You don't have to be belligerent, but
I don't know. I'm guessing if you're moving like that, they'll come and deal with you. But like they make what's the word?
concession.
Concession for the tourists and things like you go to the clubs, to their spaces, in that spaces, they let you party and turn up in it. Like that's what it is. So like, yeah, it is what it is. You go to the clubs, you go to the beach parties, you go to the restaurants. They're turning up. You get me? You're spinning out the club, liquored up, hoes.
Hoes.
No, this is what it is, isn't it?
I got a hose. That's what it's giving me. I got a hose. What a tune. But yeah.
Somebody just sent in a message by Instagram DMs. Your YouTube chat doesn't work for me, but Dubai is basically Ibiza. If it doesn't work for you, you have to subscribe.
Let him land. Let him land.
Is it like Ibiza?
Is it?
You know, it's just classier. It's the same treachery. What's man talking about?
He is giving Sodom and Gomorrah to be fair.
It's the exact same treachery.
There is sodomy that goes on there. Though. It's nasty. I've heard.
What is sodomy?
I think shitting on people's faces is as sodomyous as it goes. I don't think it goes sodomier than that. I think that's the peak. I think that's the peak of sodomy. I never think people in the Bible were doing that. That's wild. But that's just me, child. I don't think that's a legal term, but my term, nasty.
Crazy, it's crazy.
All right, we've done enough damage
let's wrap it up.
for the week.
Free him though. Is Marcus, what's his name?
Yeah, free Marcus, man.
Free Marcus, man. And I really hope they do a GoFundMe. If they do, we'll put it in the Discord for everyone to see. And no one fake trying to steal money.
Yeah, man.
Start a fake one. Your face will be out there. But anyway, let's get into more headlines.
All right.
All right, people.
Sorry. Ebony said there are supermarkets that sell pork and alcohol, but it's only for non-Muslim people. And I'm just imagining a Muslim person disguising as a non-Muslim. She's like, excuse me, look up.
You know what it is that people used to stand outside of shops and ask little kids to basically
Get a box of cigarettes.
Give me a box of cigarettes.
That's what it's giving.
I hope you know there's a certain people. There's a certain section of people who do not find this funny. I was going to use it.
Now you're what? Now you're what?
All over them just say to the Gomorrah? Nah, bro. Nah. Once we're out at the topic of the day, doesn't mean you know how to fix up.
Imagine. I said, hell has got different jurisdictions. Don't be silly.
I say, with anybody else saying that, no.
That's where he draws the line, you know. That's so funny.
Nah, he got a message, don't he? Was that Aki? Sorry, man.
All right, so Britain's longest serving MPs, Labour's Diane Abbott and the Conservative Sir Edward Lee, have issued a joint call urging the Commons to reject the assisted dying bill, arguing that it's been rushed through and puts vulnerable people at risk. So writing for the Guardian, Abbott and Lee, who's the mother and father of the House, said that there had been insufficient scrutiny of the law and urged Parliament to instead focus on better health and care services. Four influential new Labour MPs have said that they also decided to oppose the bill amid concerns about the process and the pressure it has put on new parliamentarians. A landmark vote on legalising assisted dying is due to be held on Friday, the 29th of November. It's a free vote, meaning MPs can decide whether to support or to oppose it. In 2015, an assisted dying bill was rejected by 330 votes to 118. But since then, a number of other countries have legalised the practice, and polls show widespread public support. About 100 Labour MPs are still believed to be undecided. However, the bill's backers remain confident they can be won over once they consider all the evidence. Next headline, and trigger warning on this one. The Shadow Home Secretary has warned that the frontline police are losing confidence to use their full powers in the wake of the shooting of Chris Kaba. Chris Philp told a police summit in Westminster that if the government does not bring in legal changes to protect officers, he will take proposals to Parliament himself. He said many officers I've spoken to feel their reasonable use of force or other police powers is treated disproportionately or unreasonably after the event in a way that doesn't reflect and recognise the pressures of dealing with an incident, or the split-second decision-making which is inevitably required. Some incidents go into lengthy and bureaucratic independent office for police conduct investigations or even prosecutions, where common sense says that is not appropriate. Martin Blake, for those you don't know, was cleared of murder in 3 hours by a jury at the Old Bailey last month after shooting Chris Kaba dead in Streatham back in 2022. And our last headline, Elon Musk has been summoned by MPs to testify about the role of his social media platform X in spreading disinformation during the riots which rocked England and Northern Ireland over the summer. The questioning will come as part of the Commons Science and Technology Select Committee, where senior executives from Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, as well as from TikTok, are also expected to be called for questioning. The first evidence sessions are expected to take place in the new year. And according to The Guardian, MPs will probe the consequences of generative AI, which was used to create images shared to social media, inciting people to join Islamophobic protests in the wake of the killing of 3 schoolgirls in Southport back in August. Chi Onwurah, who's the Labour MP who chairs the select committee, said that Mr. Musk has very strong views on multiple aspects of this. I would certainly like the opportunity to cross-examine him to see how he reconciles his promotion of freedom of expression with his promotion of pure disinformation. And that's it for our headlines.
All right. I'm not paying bills.
Oh, sorry. Time to pay the bills.
All right. Let's get into Word on Road.
You have a question to answer from asking for a friend. You might as well do it before you pop out.
All right, let's do that first then. 1 second. Are you going to press the thing or should we just go?
No, just go.
All right,
Thank
so this is from, can I say the name?
Yes.
It's from Marlon. He says, my question for Emmanuel is, I don't want to be seen as unserious, but what would Eman say is the best way one should suggest polygyny in their relationship? Asking for a friend, genuinely not me. Not you being the face of polygyny.
He been waiting for this moment, man. I hope he set him up right.
In it, was the tips and tricks.
Do you know what it is, yeah? I don't know, man. But, hypothetically, put myself in that position and whatnot. It depends on the woman, innit? So you got to speak to
Which
the woman.
one? The first or the incoming second wife?
No, but I don't know, man. How would you suggest it?
I think you gotta let your first wife know that you're into
This
polygyny.
is where your thoughts are.
Like you can't marry her, then tell her.
No,
you're
but you know
on
what it is as well?
polygyny.
You also can't have the girlfriend, then tell her. You got to let her know where your mind is at before you go out
Beforehand.
finding the second one.
Before you even get into that.
But
one with the
there's
first
so
one.
many different ways people do it, though. So some people would go and find the second one, marry the second one, and then tell the first one,
Oh,
look, this is what we've done
Somebody
because this
does
is
that.
within the realm of our belief system. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Yeah, people,
That's a
people do
setup.
that. People do that. Because obviously, like, especially, like, for example, if they're Muslim or they subscribe to a belief system where that's allowed.
Too much contention in the household. I want sister wives.
Yeah. And if that's basically how you want it to be, where sister wife, where both of them live in the same household or both of them want to, I don't know, like, it's actually a family setup as opposed to just an open sort of situation, then you have to consult the first one, man. The first one has to be happy with it, you know what I'm saying? And, you just got to let her know, man, that, this is the way you see life. You feel like it's productive. Give your reasons. You know what I'm saying? Is it a religious thing? Is it something that's to do with the black community? Is
Are
it
you just
to do
greedy?
with
How
yeah,
greedy.
whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever
Greedy.
How greedy.
whatever the reason is. I'm not saying like try and convince her necessarily, because obviously you don't want somebody feeling resentment and trying to take out every opportunity they get to just throw it in your face, innit? But
then what's your advice if the wife says no?
if it's your wife and she
And she's
says
like,
no,
no, I don't agree to another woman coming in.
then I don't think you should do it. because it needs to be healthy, innit? It needs to be something that's productive. That's the whole point of it. It has to be productive. It's about community building. It's about family. It's about people working together to build something that I guess you wouldn't have been able to build if it was just the two of you. You know what I'm saying? And if people are not happy, it's going to be destructive and it's worse. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just got to, I guess, make sure that she's on side and see it from your perspective. Try and let her see it from your perspective. Give her examples of where it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know. Unless you're specific about certain things, I can't really say anything else. But yeah, she just has to be on your side. But if it's just a girlfriend, sorry, I didn't mean just. But if it's a girlfriend,
just stop letting these guys lie to you.
This is the dilemma man them have. You see that? Sometimes man got two things. They love both of them so much, and they think like these are such like these lot would proper like each other. You know,
y'all would get along so well.
Y'all would get along so well. I need to like only in the ideal world I could just say look. Because you know what? There's a common ground. Like, you know how much you both love me.
It's so funny because actually there's women that think that as well, you know.
No, that's common
like
ground.
The main
you
guy
just
and the side guy would get on so well. Like you guys are so cool.
It's so cool, and you just find that common ground in your love for me. It's beautiful. It's meant to happen. Yeah. Let's see. No, I do well.
I couldn't actually imagine that a guy ever coming to me telling me he wants to take a second wife.
But I feel like you might kind of know from the type of guy he is prior though, innit? You wouldn't necessarily be surprised.
Because you know sometimes, yeah, some people are full of surprises, man. Because he might have picked up the idea like as he was going through life. Molly Bell says, I was with someone for 3+ years and boom, one day I got a call from his wife. Apparently he was for Iman's practice. I had no idea he was married.
It's not good, Iman.
So I'm saying, the wife didn't know you had another girl. The girlfriend didn't know you had a wife.
But how?
Hate to see
You know
it.
there are people who are watching and listening who have no context as to why people keep on mentioning Emmanuel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it's basically, I'll just keep it.
That's fine.
Oh, wow. What he said, what?
It's a short context.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, there we go.
You know the context, man.
It's very important. This was your arc. Like, this was your thing. And I would never, for as long as I'm alive and I'm breathing, I would never let you live it down because I was looking at it and I could not believe what the hell you were doing. Eman is pro-polygyny. Eman was flying the flag of polygyny. There is no flag for polygyny. He created one. He was flying it heavy in the first season of TDA. Every conversation. It could be about biscuits. He's talking about, well, do you know who might like the biscuits? The second wife you have with your first wife.
You know what I'm saying?
Polygyny was present in monkeypox. Polygyny was present in everything. Wild time. So he's the face of polygyny.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately.
Look, at the end of the day,
The day's gotta end.
your ancestors practiced it and they was happy. They were successful. Civilizations were built up. You know what I'm saying? Infrastructure, economics, everything was spot on. When the white man came from the West and told you it was evil.
Introduced this monogamy.
Can you imagine?
You know what I'm saying?
Ruined the world.
God forbid they want us to have something nice.
I don't know what they gave us that was nice.
They're monogamy. That's what they gave. That was nice. The best thing the whites ever introduced. I tell you that. But yeah, anyway, Marlon, I hope that helps.
What the best, man.
Let us know how it works out. I know you're asking for a friend. And I hope you're good at listening. Anyway, word on road. So sadly, well, as we all know, Liam Payne passed away. I think it's like over a month now, actually. But he's finally been laid to rest. He had his funeral. There's a private funeral held for him yesterday. And like, obviously his closest friends. And it was basically like a private, closest friends and family were there. His son and Cheryl walked behind, was it coffin? What's that thing? Hearse? Thing. Anyway, yeah, basically. Is it good?
Her stuff.
Yeah, it's her syndrome. Yeah, so it was just very, very, just very sad when you think about it. But yeah, I think I don't know if the investigations are done. There's just, I think because of who he is or who he was, there's just been so many conflicting things out there, just all sorts of crazy things. But RIP to him, and hopefully his family can get some kind of closure. But I think they said they weren't going to rule. I think I saw that it wasn't going to be ruled as a suicide. So probably just an accident or something like that. Oh, but I wanted to read that. What was that? I actually just wanted to talk about the sad thing, and then Brandon said, "What was the funniest about it? Was he was so quiet at the start of the show, Polygamy is what brought him out of his shell. Word.
Polygyny. Let's be clear.
Word.
The other thing we're not interested in.
Hold on, let's see. Polygyny.
It's the positive one.
Is when the man could do. What
No,
the
but I
man
don't
was
know if
doing.
it is though. So polygamy is defined as marriage between one person and two or more spouses simultaneously. It exists in two main forms: polygyny, where one man is married to several women, and polyandry, where one woman is married to several men. Big up to polyandrists out
That's
here.
a joke thing.
What, polyandry?
Sorry.
They look like they're working well. You know there's
Joke
TLC pages on
them
Skype.
men are the ones. Sorry.
I think they're great. Those are great men.
Unpack this gold. Take a bit.
I think those are great men. You see those?
Those are the men you don't send to war.
do you know what we're seeing?
Yes.
You ain't going to war because you got hella wives. They're not gonna let you go.
I gotta look after the
Do you know what I
family.
mean? You know, like there's more shows on successful polyandry relationships
Yeah.
than there are on polygynous relationships.
Because they're trying to push the
No, because
feminization of men.
No, because polygyny is breaking down. It's breaking down
Yes.
society.
Those men that are in polyandries,
I tell you, those men are very masculine.
at what?
I dare a couple of them.
So I did a couple of them.
Very masculine men, I tell you, actually. Those are men that are secure. Personally, I think it's a scam, as in polyandry. I think both of them are a scam, but I think polyandry is a bigger scam because these men are kept men. Like, they live life as house husbands.
As women.
No, as house husbands. And the woman just funds their life. And I just think, wow, that's a
The women find the
great
life.
deal. Yes. Some of the ones I've seen. Oh, look
I'm
at you.
joking,
You're
I'm joking.
pathetic. You're actually
I'm
ridiculous.
joking. No, that's a joke to you, man. Them men they're not the protectors and the providers.
Nah, trust
Put
me,
it that way.
They're protecting the women, man.
Nah,
trust me.
they're the dishwashing cleaning
And there's
type.
2-3
Cook
more
food
men
every
in that
goddamn morning.
household. That's protected. No one's breaking into that household.
It's a joke thing.
Take the man.
Don't even know who the dad of the kid is. Just like both.
Oh,
What's going on out
no,
here,
it's so
man?
funny. That's cute that you think the women are having kids for these guys. Oh, that's
That's
so
what I'm
lovely.
saying. Joke thing.
It's
Anyway,
fun.
Sorry, let me.
It's fun and games. Anyway, so there's the Country Music Awards coming up. Well, yeah, basically. I think it's happened. I don't know. American time. But basically, as remember, there was a whole thing with Beyoncé not being nominated for anything despite her Cowboy Carter album, which did well numbers-wise. But anyways, Billy Ray Cyrus, who is an absolute legend, sent her some love and support. And he said, congratulations to all CMA nominees. I'm so happy and proud to see country music opening their doors and formats to be inclusive to all people, all styles. See you later. He says, Lil Nas X and I won this award in 2019 for Event of the Year, but you wouldn't have seen it because they didn't air it on the show. Just interesting because obviously Lil Nas X is black. He says, I was surprised to see Beyoncé wasn't nominated. Her album was brilliant. Her single ruled. But she knows that she doesn't need a trophy from the CMA or permission or approval from any of their judges. Then he quotes Muhammad Ali and he says, when you knock him out, you don't need no judge. I think that's very, really sweet for her to get a co-sign from a legend. And obviously she also got it from Dolly Parton, who cleared her Jolene song for her as well. But yeah, man, being snubbed is like that is crazy. Being snubbed by the country society, being snubbed by the Grammys for Album of the Year, it's crazy. But anyway, that's what's happening on her side of town. Speaking of support, Meek Mill, what happened?
Wait a minute. I thought he had dropped it. Hold up. What did Christy just do? Is this called snitching?
What did she do?
Let me put it up so you can see it. Would you call this snitching, Max?
Iman was just recently, Christy says, Iman was just recently trying to justify his polygyny stance to me in the DMs.
Yeah, that's snitching.
I think it's snitching. I don't think it's snitching. Because it's sitting here in my face talking about, it's not snitching.
But I thought you dropped it.
She's just saying that
This is recent behavior.
No, it's not. I think she's just saying that he's just like outside of TDA. He might not talk about polygyny here, but he's still repping the flag outside. So he's doing the work.
I thought you
He's
dropped
boots
it.
on ground. On
He's an
polygyny.
active, you're saying.
He's an activist. He's a polygynist activist.
He's an activist.
Polygynist. So that's great.
Even that's the truth, man.
Listen, ask his household. All right. Meek Mill was also supporting what's his name? Supporting Diddy. So basically, Meek Mill went on a. I love when Meek rants, man. I'm never gonna lie to you. Like they can actually never make me hate Meek. That's where I'm at right now. I like when he tweets. I always report when he's got something to say because I just think, yeah, Yeah, Meek. So anyway, he basically talked about he woke up one morning and looked online and he saw that all these publications were basically talking about Diddy threw him a birthday party for his 27th birthday. I didn't know Meek was that young. Sorry, how old is Meek Mill? Let me see. Meek Mill age. He can't be kind of my age, mate. That's impossible. How old is he? Oh, 37. Okay, maybe it wasn't 27th birthday then. But it's 37. So basically, so basically it's publications who are basically saying that, well, they're reporting that Diddy's threw a party for Meek. And apparently at the party there was a lot of debauchery and all types of crazy stuff going on. But there's no, and they all say like footage, but obviously just it's all clickbait. So he was upset about that. And he says, why is nobody looking at the fact of who we're consuming news from? He says for all the publications that were posting this, he went to Chat GPT and he says none of these people are even Americans and not close to the Black Party. These weak ass stories, this wasn't even Puff Party. Oh, that rhymed. It's nothing to be quiet about if you're smart. So he's out here leading the fight for, that kind of stuff. But then he also sent his love to Diddy. And he said they put in black men in jail off stories. I find this interesting when people say stuff like this. Very interesting. But he says they put in black men in jail off stories. I wish Puff well. He's a black man. I hope he didn't do most of that shit they're saying he did. Why you're so scared to talk? You almost got shit in the closet. My past, the streets is nothing to hide. So I guess it's calling out people within the industry. Because I know he's not talking about the rest of us. Because they're making memes about their matching t-shirts. So it must be like people in the industry talking about why are you guys so scared to talk? You must have things in the closet. But acting oblivious to what Diddy was doing as someone that was so close and was in his pool eating fries off your laps is wild. Stop playing. Don't be playing in our faces. So that's where Meek is at today. That's how he's feeling.
Question, Max. All of the rumors surrounding Meek and Diddy, do you think any of them are rooted in any sort of truth, or is it's just gotten
Just banter.
crazy on social media and it's just funnier this way? Because he does protest too much.
But Meek's always like that, doing stuff he shouldn't be saying, stuff he's like going too far online or that. I think he like gets emotional and he buys into the nonsense. So I don't think him protesting his innocence is proof of guilt. He's just
No, I'm not suggesting it as proof of guilt, but he does try a lot to basically get us off the scent.
Yeah, but you would do, innit?
Would you?
No, not you would. I'm saying he would do. I swear he's come out and said that before. Like, if I was gay, why would I fuck so many bitches or something crazy like that? Like, he's Twitter fingers, man. I don't think he's thinking. He must not have no filter. I don't think he's sensible enough to think it through the way it might make it look.
Given his character, or how you perceive his character, and how it is that he expresses that via Twitter, isn't that something that he would say? If I was gay, why am I having sex with so many women? Because it's not all the way right up there, right?
You know the wickedest
He's
thing,
a bit slow.
I think like this is why the information is important and the story's got to come out, because I think everything's on the table, man. Like the possibilities are endless with Puffy.
For example, TD Jakes did the same thing, right?
Yeah, TD could. I reckon he's because them preacher man are craziest at the best of times. I reckon everything they're saying TD Jakes did that shit.
But this is it, because he kind of made this
similar. Swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed?
He kind of had a similar expression of
Nasty.
innocence on the pulpit. I ain't giving no time to all of this.
The internet's a bad mind place, man. I think it's just. I'd rather give Meek the benefit of that, man.
Yeah. How about you, Esther?
Yeah, I'm giving benefit of the doubt.
How about TD Jakes?
No.
Wow. Wow. What is that? What is that? Because have you all seen evidence that TD Jakes is...
He stood on the pulpit talking about, have you ever been swallowed?
No, but this is...
I read the Bible every day.
No.
I don't even know, like, there's nothing.
I want to be swallowed by the Holy Spirit. I want to be engulfed, immersed. I want to be drowned.
That's different to being swallowed.
So...
It's not synonyms.
No, come on.
Dare do that.
Come on.
No, but also though with TD Jakes, though, I've seen other things from people that were in his church allegedly, and there's been I've seen a video of a guy who alleges that a boy that he was sexually exploited in that man's church. Allegedly by that man. By the swallowing man. So, it's other allegations he ain't being.
Well, Mark, this point, I do think there's going to be some disclosure and we'll see.
But I think that also, I find it interesting when people are like, oh, I don't need to address nothing. If you didn't need to address it, you shouldn't address it. Like, you shouldn't address it. You can't address something by saying you're not going to address it. You just did. And on the pulpit, but then to be fair, he was asking if they've been swallowed on the pulpit, so didn't matter. He doesn't. That's a stage to him. I don't believe that. I want anyone that's involved in all these crazy things, with all these exploitations of these poor people, men and women. I want all of them to expose. I don't care who it is. Burn it all to the ground. Say all their names. Every single person, call them out. Because it's out of order, man. It's out of order. So,
right.
We'll see what happens. Denzel Washington did an interview with Variety and he shared that he's been sober for 10 years, which is absolutely amazing. He looks really good, actually, when I think about it now. No, actually, he didn't do it with Variety. My bad. He did it with Esquire magazine. Variety's reporting it. So, so he basically, there's a cover story on him and he says that he cut off alcohol at the age of 60 years old after a 15-year drinking pattern that started in the late 1990s. He said he was never strung out on alcohol, but he just drank more or less every day. He said that he said in 1999, he built a 10,000 bottle wine cellar, right? And then he says, wine was my thing, and now I was popping $4,000 bottles just because that was what was left. And it says that, hold on. He said he's done a lot of damage to his body. He says he's been clean. He says it's going to be 10 years in December. I stopped at 60 and I haven't had a thimble's worth since. Things are opening up for me now, like being 70. It's real. And he says this is the last chapter. If he gets another 30, what does he want to do? He said his mum makes it to 97. His mum made it to 97 years old, which is amazing. He says that he's doing the best that he can with taking care of himself, but it's not just that, it's also with strength. So he's got a personal trainer. Lenny Kravitz hit him up saying that he wants to hook him up with a trainer. So he says he got a trainer, he works out all the time, and his trainer makes him really healthy foods as well. So he's really taking care of himself totally. And he said that there was an Academy Awards for Macbeth, and he said he saw a picture of himself with his wife Pauletta, and he says he looked fat. And he says that he was these days are over kind of thing, and he says he currently weighs 190 something pounds and he's on his way to 185. Big up him, man. I think there's very good conversations that need to be had about sobriety and just living really healthy lives, because it's very, very important. So big up him for that. Cat Williams, and most trended name of this year. So he's GQ Man of the Year. I find Cat Williams so funny, because I just find like when he poses, I just find him funny. I think because it's funny, I find things that he does funny, even when he's trying to be serious. So the pictures of his cover shoot, I just find it's just funny to me. It's entertaining. He's dressed as different things. One of them looks like a monk, because he has different religions and stuff like that. He says he practices everything. He just looks interesting. But anyway, so it's a very good interview with him. Sit down with him. But one of the things that's obviously making the headlines is his Club Shay Shay interview, which, as we know, it's been the running joke that this is what started the downfall of everything. And he basically predicted all the things that's happened this year. And he was basically asked about why it was that he mentioned Diddy. Very interesting. So he says, so just as a reminder of how we mentioned Diddy on the thingy, when he was talking about the Dave Chappelle situation on Club Shay Shay, and when he turned down $50 million and whatever else. And then he told Shannon Sharp, he said, P. Diddy be wanting to party and you got to tell him no. He says, I got the receipts, and then, talked about Diddy, blah, 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 blah. But the reason why he said he brought up Diddy was because he said that he had a connection with Tupac. So he says, when I was a young man, Tupac was my favorite artist. I love Tupac. I felt that we were kindred spirits. So if I hear you're responsible for knocking my N word off, and this is the speculation that Diddy's got something to do with Pac's death. He says, I don't give a fuck what job I end up being in. I don't care how things go. If I can get away to get you, that's what I'm all about. I just don't like you walking around scot-free. He also called Diddy a demon. And it says, because you're a demon and I know demons are powerful, but I know why they're powerful. It's cold spiritual warfare going on out here in the real world. And part of my job is not to lose focus on that. So his beef with Diddy is to do with him protecting, or he's upset that, Diddy allegedly has something to do with Tupac passing away. Or being killed. Murdered, actually, is the word. But yeah, very interesting. I like Cat, man. You can make me hate Cat. It's interesting because as much as I like him in films, I like him in stuff, but I don't think I've ever actually watched any of his specials. I think I've tried once, but I'm going to do that actually. I'm going to watch it.
Which one should she watch? Because he's got quite a few funny ones. Marks.
What Cat Williams?
Which special should she watch?
Shit, what's it called? The one where he's in.
Chronicles?
Huh? Is it Pimp Chronicles? Where he's in the green?
Pimp Chronicles.
Yeah, Pimp Chronicles.
Okay.
That's the one.
Oh, is that one where he's got the bob?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Is that where he's doing that
He's
every
not,
day? I'm hustling and all that. Yeah, that
Okay,
one.
watch
That's
that
that one. That was cementing. That's
I'm gonna
cold.
watch that. But yeah, man, big up Cat anyway. I think he's to have a yearly interview. I said this on what day was I here last? Tuesday. But yeah, that's it.
Who is not Patricia? There's somebody that I saw on Club Shay Shay yesterday.
Kiki Palmer.
She said that she was a millionaire at 12.
Yeah.
Who did she used to be?
She was in
Kid
Nickelodeon.
actor and that as well.
True Jackson VP. She had her own show on Nickelodeon. It's one of the first black people that actually had their own show. It was amazing because I haven't watched the full thing, but it's such a really interesting interview because she was talking about how like you said, she was a millionaire at 12. She said how her parents earned 40k a year, but she was making 40k per episode of True Jackson VP. And then she said that basically like her success is because everyone around her made sacrifices. Her mum had to quit her job and whatever else to kind of be her manager. Like her mum didn't play by her, which is why I feel like she's one of the child actors that is sane. Like the most drama she ever had was her baby father situation, and even then she's found a way to like co-parent. Like her slate her PR has always been clean, no mess, no nothing, except that time when Trey Songz locked in the cupboard. That was the whole thing. But anyway, he's getting the day he deserves. I feel like next year we're gonna be reporting on Trey Songz quite a lot. But anyway, so yeah, she said that, and then she said that her mum, sacrificed that. Her dad also sacrificed his pensions and whatever else just to make sure that she was able to do what she wanted to do. So she said that in every life, she would do this. She would sacrifice. She would work hard 20 more years if it means that she gets to help her family the way she did. But she said it was interesting because when the Nickelodeon documentary came out, I can't remember what it was called again, but when that documentary came out that obviously alleged all the crazy stuff that was happening with Nickelodeon and Dan Schneider and his crazy ass, pedophilic ass. But there was a lot of conversation about when they tried to get conservatorship.
When it is that they have control
over the children. Yeah. So she said they tried to do that with her, where there's people in her ear telling her like, yeah, it's your money, you're the one making the money, how are your parents spending the money, like getting all that stuff in her ear and whatnot. And then she said it was a confusing space for her because she was like, first of all, I've got my own show. That's amazing. Like my whole family, I'm happy. Like my parents are great. Like I'm happy. So the things you're trying to tell me about my family, it's not true. Then she said that it wasn't a thing. She wasn't letting it get her, but as a child, it was a lot for her to bear because she felt like, oh, like what if all of this goes away, and what if we have to go back to like where we used to live and whatever else. So she said as a child she struggled with that, but she said she didn't really talk. She didn't talk about it much. But then also with her family, they were worried because they could see what these people were doing. But she was like, then her family were like kind of concerned with her, like, are you okay? She's like, no, like me and you, we're on the same side because I can see what they're trying to do. I'm not listening to them. I don't believe what they're doing, kind of thing. So that was very interesting. She got very emotional just kind of talking about that. And then she said something that she said there was a time where she tried to flex on her dad and be like, I'm the one that brings the money to family. And her dad was like, there's more to holding the family together than money. She said he didn't shout at her. He just literally dropped that line and he just walked away. and said that to basically just praise her parents for like the values they raised her with. And then she said the sacrifices, because of what she's done, her sister was able to then go to, I think her sister went to like a top union and something like that. I don't know if her sister's a doctor, something like that anyway. But she was saying how with her mum, her dad had to give up. He got into a really good university, but he had to give it up to help his father. And her mum also got into a really good university, but she had to give that up to help her dad. So she was like, it's a thing where everyone around has always made sacrifices. And so because of the opportunities and blessings that she was able to get, it meant that the Palmer name is now different now. It meant that they had opportunities that the parents had to sacrifice for. So she doesn't see her success as just hers. Like, it's not her money. She's like, it's all of our money because we all had to sacrifice something. She said at her sister's graduation, her little brother said to her that you were the one, like you were the chosen one to do these things, to create this Palmer, like to do what it is that the Palmer name is now going to be doing moving forward. And like, kind of just thanked her for basically for the sacrifice she made. But she said it was difficult, obviously, as being a child actor, working hard as you are, but then also just having the industry in your ears. But I just love, like, she's one of the child stars that honestly, her parents did exceptionally well because she's just, they raised her in a straight path. And she was like, how also as well, her parents would give her like, she had some money, but it wasn't crazy where you're going to go overboard and when you're going to, and she said also, they got her a finance manager from when she was like 12 or something like that. So even all the people talking about her money or whatever, her money wasn't even being handled by her parents. She said her parents made it clear that these people handling your money, whatever. And so there was always like, she would always be okay because her money's being kept. Because a lot of child stars talk about they earned crazy amounts of money, but then they're broke because the parents were spending it frivolously and stuff like that. So big up her parents, man. Honestly, big up her mum and her dad because they did amazing raising her. But I need to watch the full thing. But from what I've seen so far, it's absolutely really cool. And she's so intelligent, very well spoken, and even like when you look at what her career is as well, like it's interesting because you can just tell that they raised her with contentment. Because when people were trying to get in the ear, like, oh, this might go where she's, oh, like, you know, your parents did it, and they hold. And also, there was a thing about them holding her back, and her parents don't understand the business, and so you might not get this opportunity. But she was like, I have my own show, like, this is all I want. Like, I've got my own show. This is a big deal. I'm happy to have my own show, kind of thing. But big up her parents, man. I think it's really, really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I think I love that. I mean, both Stephen and his wife are in finance, isn't it? And how it is that they've managed to teach their children financial literacy from very, very young.
It's amazing.
They've got their own bank accounts. They've got their own little stipend when it is that they're going to buy certain things.
Oh, it's the spider. And it's so big.
Hold up.
Where?
Right by the camera. Right by my camera. There it is. They're right there.
Tiny.
Nope, there it's moved. There it is, down there. Yep, there
Can't
we
even
go.
catch it. Too quick.
I wasn't going to kill it,
We're
but
gonna kill God's creatures. You know, they're so horrible.
I don't think I heard a thump. Not a thump, I heard like a...
I can't believe you killed the finals, man. Killed the spider.
What are you
man.
going to do?
It's
Set
horrible.
out to the wild. Kill that bitch, man. By me, I'm a killer creature. But yeah, man, it's really, really like, it's so nice when parents raise their children like that. It's really, really very, very wholesome. I need to watch the full thing. Miss Pat was on there as well. She's a comedian. Hers was so interesting. Like, I've seen clips of her and it's like, oh man, people have lived lives, Brent, you know, but like people have been through things. Like, her mum basically used to pimp her and her little sister out. Mad. Absolutely mad and wild. And it's like, and it's so crazy because the topic of like generational trauma and generational curses comes into that because she said she was in, like, her mum didn't have anyone to look out for her. Her mum basically went through the same thing that she put her sisters through and whatnot, right? But she said she was so determined that her kids would never go through that. And she said by the grace of God, her kids have not gone through anything that she kind of went through. But pick up Shannon Sharp, you know, he's how long has he been doing Club Shay Shay for?
Not long, you know. A year or two.
you sure?
Sick.
Huh?
You sure?
Yeah, a couple of years. Club Shay Shay. Yeah, because I watch Shannon Sharp and the Man every morning. I remember when he started doing Club Shay Shay.
And it wasn't as big, obviously, since Kat's been on it.
No, it was a good show. It was building up, but then Cat made it go
crazy.
Yeah.
Because now
He was
each...
doing alright though with the show though.
Was he?
Show was alright.
But I feel like Kat set... Cause what was his interviews like before? Because I feel like Kat set the tone now. Because every interview now is it's like meaningful, it's deep, it's impactful.
It's just probably just learned from it, and obviously the type of people that come up and the conversations they had to have after Cat. It's just been on a the trajectory is different now. But he was doing this thing before then though.
Yeah.
It was nice, like the production that was nice and.
Because the conversations, obviously I don't know what the conversations were like before. I might go back and watch it like an old episode if it's someone that is interesting. I want to see Kevin Hart on there, or like I want to see J. Cole on there. That'd be really cool. But
he had Offset, innit?
Offset.
Did you watch Offset with him?
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, I remember that he was on there. But I feel like since Cat's one is, like the conversations are deep, man. Even Terry Cruz's one as well. Like it's been really good.
4 years.
He's been it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before.
Yeah. September 2020.
How do you know?
No, time's flying.
That's so.
Yeah.
Time's
Yeah,
flying.
man.
I remember when he started that.
That was like COVID. Well, the end of year COVID. That was like a 10 p.m. curfew time of COVID. That's crazy. 10 p.m. curfew, you know. That's what's gonna be like during the war. It's at 4 p.m. instead. And do you know if we ever go for a war, I don't want it to be in winter.
Because it's cold.
That'd be the worst thing.
That'll be the best. Man.
How would that be the best? We have no clothes on our backs.
You're still thinking
ashy.
of you being outside in the rubble, innit?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. What would I be inside my house?
Well, it depends. If your house is in the countryside.
My house isn't in the countryside anymore.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, man. I would have been safe. Y'all would have been in my bunker.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, man. Interesting stuff, interesting content and that.
How kind would you be during that time if it is that you had, like, infrastructure to look after people? Would you charge them?
No. They ain't got money.
Well, you could have different things.
An onion. I've been collecting ingredients. I can make one pot of jollof. you got some Scotch bonnets. I let you in. No, I think that's a time for like kindness. I can't imagine people being evil during that time. Well, the powers that be evil.
There will definitely be wicked.
But I think that the everyday people, because everyone has nothing, and like everyone is down bad, but like everyone is vulnerable. So I can't imagine being wicked then. But then there's the whole what's it called? What's the thing when you're fighting for your life? There's a word I'm looking for. The word I'm looking for. I can't remember the word. But like, you know, when it's like survival, everyone could be in survival mode as well.
In the prisons, do you think they're going to let them out? And they have to go
No, they have to stay in there.
Are they going to go to front line, Margs?
Oh, I see. They use them.
Yeah.
Isn't that against human rights?
So they're going to leave them there? Just let them chill? And then what, the guards keep turning up to work as normal? That's not going to happen.
There'll be no guards.
Yeah, that's happens during you stay in prison.
No, but is there
No,
guards
they send
there?
them to give them an opportunity to go and fight.
They're gonna give hardened criminals guns and let them out into the world.
Yes.
No, well, frontline though, you have to transport them.
They can't keep them and still look after them.
I said they just abandon them.
If you're using the leader of a country, you do that.
I would definitely give them opportunity to fight for me. Just the other day, you were celebrating because like kidnappers and whatnot were getting released.
What?
That's because of early release. They're not sending them criminals.
I think if it's
to
dire,
war.
100%, they're gonna give them opportunity. Because if they're looking for people and people like you are going to DR,
Well, they wouldn't trust them. They're gonna abscond, so they'll be stupid to do that. So you're not gonna get the numbers that you think your
in
army's
my
gonna
head,
think.
I don't think they will still pay for the guards to go and look after them and still feed them.
Of course. So what? Well, the school stop as well. They're not gonna pay people to go and teach children that. What are you talking about?
Let me try.
The world goes on.
Let me try to take you there. We talked about it being in a position where we've gone underground, right? So she talked about lying naked on rubble, right? So you just imagine that time. You're thinking that the guards are still turning up to the prison to look after prisoners and feed them?
The war's gonna end. The war has to go. Yes, the people that was locked up are gonna stay locked up. That's why it's dangerous for them. Yes, they're not gonna let them out.
Interesting that you say that. If we're on the bunker, right?
Ukraine's in war now. What do you think the prisons are empty?
No. I just painted a picture of where we were. She's naked on rubble.
I'm just telling you.
This is different.
There's rubble in Ukraine. It's not different. There's rubble in Ukraine now. There is war in Ukraine now. Do you think they just let all their convicts on the streets? Are you stupid?
Are they going into bunkers? Are they going underground?
I don't know because they got
No, but
they
you
got
just
they
called
got
me
the extensive
stupid.
underground system
You
like
just
us.
questioned whether I'm stupid.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said
I'm
that. I shouldn't have
curious
said
about
that.
this. I'm not taking anything you're saying as
I
an
shouldn't have said
insult.
that. No, I'm
actually curious about this.
I'm being
During
genuine.
World War I and
You-
World War II.
What, they just
were
let the
still
prisoners-
look-
they just let the
were
prisoners out?
But didn't they give them an option to go and fight? They were asking for black people to come and.
They was
pick
telling
up
people.
arms.
They was telling people to go and fight. If you don't go and fight, they send you to prison. Muhammad Ali went to prison for not going to war.
That's a good point.
Got
That is a
got
good
him
point.
there.
That is a good point. That's a good point. So interesting. Because
That's
I
like-
would think if it is
That's
that
like
you're looking
that's
for.
end game. That's collapse of government. That's end game.
No, but I talked about her in Naked on Rubble. We're at the end.
You love that you keep
We're
doing
at
that.
the end.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why am I still waking up? Why am I still waking up, putting on my prison guard uniform and going to look after these people? I'm thinking about my family. What are you talking about?
No,
I
I
don't
hear
think-
you.
I don't think they're gonna
I
have
get what
prison.
you're saying. Maybe this is on a short staff, lower staff because they're not going in. But people have to go in
And then
during
we're still
COVID.
shipping in
What, like on
food for them.
Christmas Day?
I'm not
Double
understanding
time.
that. I'm not understanding that.
I
at
think
all.
that I think they leave them in prison and then they just leave them regardless.
That's
Because
what I
that's
think.
why whenever like there's always crazy things happening outside in the real world, the prisoners start to protest and try and burn it down so they can get out. Because they're like, you're not gonna leave us in here to die. Prison break. So yeah.
I think that'd be, if I was Prime Minister, I would definitely be like, all right, cool. If the good, healthy men have decided to abscond, where can we get good, healthy men from? We just literally...
they've been working out in there
We
as well.
freed so many criminals just last month or a couple of weeks ago. So many of them.
They're not gonna have the incentive to. They're not gonna want to like to fight
If
for the
we
country.
tell them either
Please.
you stay here and you're not looked after, you're not fed, or you take up arms
And
and,
you
we will ship you. We will put you in the right in there. You go over there.
I'm not doing that. I might have like 2
No,
months
it's-
left.
It's not.
Like
Wait,
2
now
months
you're
left. Like
changing,
fuck
you're
off.
changing the scenario now. You're not putting yourself in the jail as a criminal. Nah,
Imagine this happening the day before you're meant to leave.
Nah.
But then they tell you 2 months. Do you really think you're gonna get 2 months if you decline this?
You told me something about somebody the other day who has 30 years. And that's not 2 months.
Yeah, but I think you let him out. He's gone though.
100%. But I swear, they will look to basically get lorries and stuff.
Fair, you know.
And they will drive them right
That is
to the
something
airport.
nothing.
They're criminals at the best of times, man. At wartime, you can't trust them. You gotta leave them in there. You
Because
can't
you know
do
your
them.
average human, you like the people that are outside of the prisons, you can't trust them.
But that's the crazy part of it, because there are going to be more criminal activity outside of the walls
Yeah.
than the ones that are looked after inside the walls, because he's going to turn into a criminal. Revert.
Revert, innit? Revert, yeah.
Sorry
Oh
about that.
gosh.
End the with the road.
End of word and road, man. Let's
All
do our
right.
last headlines.
Let's do that.
You gotta literally tell the other side to hold up, wait, we just need to loosen the chains first and give them the guns. Because them people, they're out.
But the thing is, I don't even see it as, all right, you out. Here you go.
That's what I'm saying. I think you gotta take them right to the
I
battle
won't give you the
line.
magazine just yet. You
I'm saying,
saying?
like you get it when you get right there, and then they take the handcuffs on there like a. But then even then, it's tricky. They might just shoot you real quick.
Gun back.
But exactly, do you know what I mean? Like
They
you're
will
not
turn
with
you. I could just picture them hardened criminals, especially in American jails with the tattoos and that. Oh my god, you'll be cooked. They'll
But they'll
overthrow
be
the
like,
government.
yeah. They'll agree to
They'll
it.
overthrow the
Oh.
government, and the government gonna be like, brother, we're warring here. Like, concentrate, like one thing at a time. They're gonna be like, no, fuck you lot.
Yeah. You're my enemy.
Literally, you're enemy number one. Now that that's out of the way,
I hear that.
crazy. All right, next headline is very, very sad. But trigger warning on this as well. Trigger warning. But police have launched an investigation after the body of a baby was discovered by a dog walker in a snow-covered field in Manchester. Emergency services were called out to Ashton Field off Cleggs Lane in Salford at around 1 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. The remains of a young baby were found on Ravenscraig Road. A spokesperson for Greater Manchester Police, this is what they said. A forensic tent has been set up at Ashton's Field, close to the M61. At a press conference, Chief Superintendent Neil Blackwood said the baby, referred to by the force as Baby A, was discovered by a member of the public at around 12:30 p.m. He said the force had no further details, but that a post-mortem would be held in the next 2 days. At this stage, we are following several lines of inquiry, and we are working with local partner agencies to understand who this baby could be, how long they have been here, and how they have sadly died. He says, we know this news will devastate our communities and while we do not have all the information yet, we will do all we can to find out what happened here. We could urge anyone who has seen anything in the area to get in touch with us. Even a minor detail could be important. That's very sad. Our next headline, the Spanish government has emerged as an exception within the European Union on migration policy. Bucking the trend of stricter measures adopted by many EU countries, the Spanish executive announced on Tuesday a regulatory reform aimed at facilitating the regularization of tens of thousands of undocumented migrants annually over the next 3 years. The goal is to strengthen and expand pathways to regularization for migrants in Spain, allowing them to lead full lives as citizens with rights and responsibilities, said Elmer Saez, Spain's Minister of Inclusion and Migration. The country's welcoming stance on migration is largely driven by economic considerations. The new reform simplifies procedures and reduces waiting times for obtaining residency permits. It also strengthens the rights of migrant workers, extends the job-seeking visa from 3 months to 1 year, and introduces new legal statuses that pave the way for regularization. As we have repeatedly stated, various national and international organizations estimate that Spain needs around 250,000 to 300,000 foreign workers annually to maintain its standard of living, says, the person name says, emphasized during a press conference. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez echoed this sentiment, stating Spain must choose between being an open and prosperous country or a closed and poor one. We have chosen the former. What's up? Oh, gosh.
All right. I'll wait till you finish the headlines, Esther.
Okay.
Thank you.
Last one. An ambitious plan. This is something. I think I heard something. Oh, wow. I'm hearing things. Yikes. I'm so sure.
Yikes.
Gonna check that out. Anyway, an ambitious plan to map all 37 trillion cells in the human body is transforming understanding of how our bodies work, scientists report. The received wisdom said we were built from around 200 types of cell, such as heart, muscle, or nerve cells. Instead, the Human Cell Atlas project has revealed there are thousands of cell types, with some appearing to be culprits in diseases such as inflammatory bowel disease and cystic fibrosis. In a flurry of announcements, the formation of the human skeleton and the early immune system have also been mapped out in detail. The novel insight is akin to moving from the maps of the 15th century era of Joan of Arc and Richard III to what the phone in your pocket can load. The old maps of the body had the equivalent of major roads and significant geography, but also areas cartographers labeled unknown or terra incognita. Now it looks more like a Google map. You have a high resolution view, and then on top of what you have, the street view that explains what's going on. And then on top of that, you can see the dynamic changes during the day when less cars are flowing or more cars are flowing, said Dr. Aviv Regev, one of the founders who now works at Genentech. She added, this is essential for us to understand and treat disease. Cells are the basic unit of life. If things go wrong, they go wrong with our cells. That's it for our headlines for today. It's time to pay some bills. And Brent, what's up?
All right. So, yes, during times of war, some countries have historically offered prisoners the opportunity to gain their freedom by fighting for their country. This practice varies depending on the nation, the war, and the circumstances, but it has occurred throughout history. Here's an overview. 1. World War II. In Germany, the Nazi regime formed penal battalions like the Dirlewanger Brigade, composed of convicted criminals
That makes sense. They're Nazis.
Let me finish, please. Who were sent to fight in highly dangerous operations. In Soviet Russia, Stalin's government allowed prisoners from gulags to join the Red Army, often sending them to the front lines in exchange for pardons. Number 2, American Civil War. Both the Union and Confederacy occasionally offered freedom to prisoners who were willing to fight. Confederate forces sometimes enlisted captured Union soldiers as galvanized Yankees. A long time I haven't heard that word. To fight Native American tribes on the frontier. 3. Vietnam War. Prisoners in North Vietnam were sometimes offered incentives to join the Viet Cong. Or propaganda efforts against their home countries. Now, 4, modern conflicts. In recent conflicts, such as the war in Ukraine, which is currently going on, reports have surfaced of Russia recruiting prisoners to join private military groups like Wagner Group in exchange for reduced sentences or freedom. This practice has been highly controversial.
Wagner Group's a militia.
So, risk and outcome, dangerous assignments.
The Wagner Group's a militia. They're different.
Okay, prisoners are often placed in high-risk roles such as frontline infantry, where casualties are high. So that's the caveat, right?
No, you're right. So
Large issues, the trustworthiness. Don't now say you're right whilst I'm talking.
No, but I'm telling you, you're
the trustworthiness of prisoner soldiers is often questioned, leading to additional monitoring of poor treatment.
Man told me Nazis, Russian militia that's backing Putin, yeah?
Union Jackson, that.
Yeah? Russian militia. Putin-backed Russian militia,
yeah.
Nazis, and the Confederates in the long time ago days. Like,
then
yeah, cool.
I went to what's currently going on. So don't go on as though I didn't. I gave you 3 ones that shouldn't really be here. But I get my point, right? And then there is the one that's currently going on.
You know what? Okay.
And I reckon if it popped down in that manner, if it was proper war tone, I reckon it must make sense. If it is you're struggling for numbers, right? And there's a whole bunch of numbers that you're even saying the prisons are overflowing. We just let some criminals go. I don't know if any's come true here yet. We brought anyone here yet? Not yet. He said not yet.
He said not yet.
He said soon come.
Soon forward, man.
But I'm thinking it's the obvious thing to do. Instead of looking to get your citizens who are law abiding and that, get the ones that are begging for freedom.
Is Tyreek gone back in? Ovi. You said the Love Island All Stars are at.
I see what you done there.
Oh, is it?
Into the reaction.
That's a good lineup, you know. You got to shade bar. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm watching that. Actually, no, I'm joking.
Can you imagine?
I'm joking. Something's in the air. Today's Giving Wednesday. I don't know what's wrong.
It's Giving Wednesday, innit?
It's Giving Wednesday.
Oh,
This is a good. I know we're trying to see Luca. Luca's back. Luca Bish.
Luke, the one that was on Gemma, the one that was causing the problem in the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he's good. That's good TV. You need
No,
Luca.
but
Luca was funny.
I think they've got. So Josh is back. Josh just went out. Gemma Owen is back. You know the boys are going to fight him. Tyreek is back.
Yeah, that's Tyreek.
Ekinsu is there. Casey O'Gorman, I don't know who that is. Ovi. Luca is there. Olivia Hawkins is back. Davide is back. And Ekin is in there.
See, they're going for it.
Lucinda. Oh, she was annoying. She's like, really? She was annoying. I don't know who Samantha is. Sam Taylor, I don't know who that is. Who else is there? Okay, Scott is back. But Scott's been on every Love Island since it came out. Yeah, so some of them I don't want to see in there.
I think Tyreek's going to live his truth this time, man.
He has to. He has to.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we knew it was that last time anyway. I don't know why he thought he was tricking anybody, but sure.
I'm going to message him. Make sure you live your truth this time, man. Don't fuck around.
Don't embarrass me.
Don't embarrass me out here, Kitty. Real talk.
Nah, Davide and Ekin in there is going to be flipping hilarious.
All right, well, welcome to the reaction where I read the sports headlines. We ain't got much for you, but Eman's excited that boxing's back and it's getting better and better. What happened in his press conference? Looks like he put a link in there for you. It says undefeated light heavyweight stars David Benavidez and David Morell Jr. went face-to-face Tuesday at a press conference in Los Angeles where they meet for Benavidez's WBC interim title and Morell's WBA regular title in the main event of a Prime Video pay-per-view taking place Saturday, February the 1st.
And since you like fighting older guys, I'm an older guy now. And I ain't touched the ring in 7 years, so I think it'll be interesting. I am open for a discussion. And since you like fighting older guys, I'm an older guy now. And I ain't touched the ring in 7 years, so I think it'll be
Is
interesting.
that the link that's there?
The link that he said, watch the video.
It's highlighted where it said heated press conference. That's not it, is it? I figured there's a link there.
Ooh, okay.
Sorry, people. 1 second. Bear with me. It
It's
says
in
Morell
themselves
talking
that
about.
they think they're gonna go in there and knock me out. That they say that I haven't fought somebody like him. At the end of the day, he's never fought nobody like me. And I'm gonna prove everybody that there's levels to this. And I'm not playing when I say I'm gonna break his mouth, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
David Morell, when he says,
Man, you don't have power for this.
You don't have. I
You don't have power for
I don't
this.
have power. No, I don't have power.
Not for this.
I'm gonna show you.
To break my mouth?
I'm gonna show you.
Hell
I'm
no,
gonna show you. I'm gonna break
Hell
your fucking
no.
mouth. I'm gonna break your fucking
Hell no.
mouth.
You don't have
Talking all
power
that
to break
shit.
my mouth. Hell no.
Talking all that shit.
Hell
When you
no.
have a
Hell
fucking
no.
jaw brace on,
You don't have
that's
power.
gonna be.
Man,
That's my
but
gift to
you boys,
That's
you
my
know
gift to
more
you.
better, man. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. What the fuck you mean?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Man, you're the stupid shit.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
No, man, okay,
I'm gonna
what
beat
do you
the
do?
fuck out of you.
Okay, baby, what do you
Beat
do?
the fuck out of you.
Whatever you do.
All right. And then I
Whatever
want you to
do.
come ready, because I'll
Whatever
beat the
you
fuck
do.
out of you. I want you guys to
Whatever
give me.
you do.
I want you guys to give me props I
Whatever you
deserve.
do.
All right, we'll see.
Whatever you do.
We'll see.
Whatever you do.
You know what? These are,
Stupid.
like I said, these are the type of
Stupid.
fighters I want people that are
Stupid.
What the fuck you getting on
Man,
your
my
phone for?
guy-
We're in the
my-
press
my
conference.
guy is more
We're not
important
going
to
to
you,
press.
bro.
Now he's gonna go on Instagram. Look at this guy. He's nervous, man.
Are they just
Never
walking
what?
now?
Never
Vas a ver,
what?
That's 5 minutes long. We don't want
¿Qué
to
voy a
watch
ver?
it.
¿Qué voy a ver?
What- what-
Skip this shit, Denny. Are they just woofing? I don't know anyone jump up. How here does this get?
Más, you know, we're talking about.
I needed to get me started.
Y desde ese día, empezó a hablar que si no sé qué, que si te
Oh,
voy
you
a, que
went to
fuimos a hacer el
Spanish.
video.
I'm about to talk about your mum now.
Talk to that boy, innit? So, talk about that. Probably where it went crazy.
Al final se pudo quedar la cosa, ¿me entiendes? Por una historia que pusieron en Twitter, ¿me entiendes? Y se la enviaron a
Different languages. I'm
David.
speaking
Now-
Bro, I don't give a fuck whatever you say, shut up. Ok, o sea, se la enviaron a Benavidez, ¿me entiendes?
when it comes to the story,
Look, and this is all, like
Okay,
that,
they're just
you know.
woofing.
on
He said it got
Not even
heated.
calm.
No one
He's
understand
turning to
that.
talk.
Papá, lo que-
This is what they're supposed to do. It does sound like it does seem like there's a lot of bad blood there.
You're
It does seem interesting. I thought I was gonna get some fisticuffs or someone thrown across the table or something, man. Need to really sell the fight, guys. But it's really going on. He said he's 100% getting the knockout. That's what Morell said. He said, I'm
Who's
getting
going to win?
Who's gonna win?
Out of both of those, who does Mario think is going to win? Do you know them?
Benavidez. I've seen him a couple of times.
Who's the money on? Am I talking to the wrong person?
He took it to the wrong man.
Okay.
Morell, yeah, he took it to the wrong man. This is more his forte.
Okay.
I like boxing. I've been more on British boxing and getting back. I've been getting back into it a lot though, to be honest with you. But this is Manuel's wheelhouse. Probably Benavidez, but let's see. Oh, there's nothing else here.
You see that thing with cussing some guy cussing LeBron's son.
Who?
What's this? I don't know. I don't know sports. I just thought, that's interesting.
They've
And I
been
think LeBron responded to it or something like that.
they've been tearing his son down though.
What's that show though? It looks like they're like in a barber shop.
Maths. My expert opinion.
I don't know if it is. And one of the guys got locks.
Ye-
I can see his face in my head. I just can't describe
Yeah,
it.
one of them in maths crew's
Yeah,
got
two
got
famous
dreads, innit?
barbershop.
What's the
Not-
second
not-
one?
not,
What's the second one?
Not LeBron's, but the other one.
Yeah. So I think it's the other one.
It's my expert opinion. It's maths podcast.
Is
They
it,
sit in a barbershop. Huh? Math offer, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I think about. I don't know if I'm thinking the right thing. But yeah, we're talking about cussing him based on that. I think he didn't go on a trip or something, or he didn't go on something.
He doesn't play away games.
Yeah.
He's moved down to the G League, but he don't play away games. He
Yeah,
only
so
plays
it's
at home.
basically I think it was something to do with that and whatever else. And I saw something about LeBron. So
There's a lot of contention behind Bronny, sorry.
Johnny works to be fair.
Yeah,
That does work.
no, there is a lot. Because obviously there's different rules for him. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But it's like, you're LeBron's youth, man. It's different. And they said already he's bringing home the bacon. He's been making that
there you
stadium
go.
sell out, and the tickets are reselling for a lot. He's been creating industry over there. Everybody's getting paid. The other guys in the team are getting eyes on them. So it's give and take. Take the rough with the smooth. You find it, Brent? What are you looking for?
Yeah. My
It's
expert
maths,
opinion.
yeah?
Yep.
There we go. All right, that's the end of our sports news. Let's get into a quick... Oh, shit. It's 10:30. I've got a call to make. Let's go. Done it here quickly. Pivot.
That's what somebody thinks.
Was that? Well, they change sets all the time. Oh, Channing's got dreads. Was it the pivot? Three guys.
You know, damn well.
NFL football players.
I told you, locks and barbershop.
Light skin.
Yeah.
It might be Channing. I
Or
don't know.
well, not light skin, caramel.
I don't know. They could have been in the barbershop because they change sets when they interview people. They go different places and that.
But I think maybe I've seen him speak in a barbershop before, and I've just assumed that he just speaks in barbershops all the time. I just thought, yeah. Anyway.
Okay,
yeah, it could be the pivot.
Are they in the barbershop? There.
Is it this fella? Oops.
Just agree on.
Are you reading the terms? Oh.
Donny.
Yeah, the one at the end in the burgundy.
Yeah, Channing. Yeah, it's the pivot podcast.
Yeah.
I wonder what episode. Whoever gave you that? What episode is it? Who's on there when they're talking about LeBron? I'm gonna go find it and go watch it. I mean, talking about Bronny. Sorry. All right, let's get into Out Ere. Play number 3, Brent. Let's see what's happened. It said Ed sent this in actually.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Hope you're not gonna try and anger the chat, Ed. I didn't even read the title.
You never know. You actually never know where Ed's submissions are gonna go. To be fair.
Everything's moving slow. Oh, we've done this.
Yeah, that's not it.
We did this yesterday. You weren't here.
Oh.
Oh, the day before?
Yesterday.
No, we did this on a day you weren't here.
So Tuesday.
Yesterday. She went there yesterday.
We've seen this.
Oh, me or you?
You.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Brazilian one.
Oh,
Yeah, we've done that. We've seen that one. That's not the third one.
You should have reloaded Ray J's one.
That
Oh,
was
good
3.
times.
White woman tells black girl.
Oh, is that what that was?
I think maybe
There's a mistake.
the link isn't in it.
All right. Well, someone's
Hold on,
making a call for me.
click it again. Just a double check. Yeah.
Double check.
There's a wrong link attached to the video.
My bad, people. I tried. Let's wrap this bad boy up.
All right, then.
Let's do it.
That's the end of another great show. Yep. If you want to tune in and see what we spoke about today, we'll let you know that there was Ukraine getting Britain involved now. They flew some missiles over to Russia. So obviously we're at risk. And we spoke about how that would play out and what we would do. Some of us are going to DR. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. And also, there's a plea from one of the longest serving MPs to reject the assisted dying bill. They want to help people with assisted dying. I don't know how I feel about that. I think maybe if it's actually I'll stay off it. But yeah, it's techie, that assisted dying stuff. And in our last news, which is important because I told you that they're trying to map out all 37 trillion cells in the human body, and they're going to find all kinds of things. And I think they're going to extend life. I think we're going to be immortal, basically. Kind of. Well, we had a nice topic of the day. We was talking about, well, actually, it wasn't a nice topic of the day, actually. Shit, I just remembered, man. That was a fucked up situation, man. Free Marcus. You get me? Free Marcus each and every time. But we was talking about the young boy, that's the young man that's detained in Dubai. And yeah, that was it, man. That was a great show. We're going to be here same time, same place tomorrow. I'm not going to be here.
What is my Friday? Oh, thank God. It's been the longest week ever.
Sorry, man.
This week has taken it right out of me.
He's joking.
Okay.
Joking.
So, I've been given the actual video, so let's watch it before we log out.
Video what?
Thank you very much, Ed.
Head. Like an African.
What?
Lift it up there. Come on. Yes, put it on there. Come on. Come on. You have to know how to do this. This is like in your blood.
Ow.
There we go. You got this. Okay. Now get it centered on there. Keep your head still.
Oh, that's pretty heavy. Oh, gosh. So just get it on there centered. There we go.
Let's run that back again.
I don't.
What's
She
the caption?
asked her
Put it on your head.
She said, lift it up on your head like an African. It's in your blood.
What's the black thing say? Black
White
text.
woman is telling her adopted daughter to carry a bag of rice like an African.
Like an African. Lift it up there. Come on. Yes, put it on there. Come on. Come on. You have to know how to do this. This is like in your blood.
Ow.
There we go. You got this. Okay. Now get it centered on there. Keep your head still.
Oh, that's pretty heavy. Oh, gosh. So just get it on there centered. There we go.
Still good.
Does the what's it called? Does it say what their TikTok page is?
Yeah, we tried to take it down.
Because I think if it's the family that I think it is, they didn't mean anything by it, man. They love that girl crazy.
That's the question I want to ask. Would you let jokes like that run if it is that she's well looked after?
It was a joke made in ignorance.
You've made worse. As in, we. Let's say we instead. I'm not directing it at you.
So you've made worse, you know.
Because if she said, run, it's in your blood.
I don't know. Even if it is,
Jump.
even if you didn't mean nothing by it, still
But she
taking
said it's
people
in your
for
blood.
taking man for some puppy show. Like, are you filming? Like, it's still. I don't know.
You're not going to go and petition to get her removed from the family, right?
I don't know the vetting process. I don't know what the vetting process is over there. They need to be mindful who they're giving people's kids to. That's what I know, because that looked crazy. I don't know if that was done in jest. I don't know, but is it the family you're thinking about?
I'm thinking about family, man. I think I've seen that little girl before, and I've seen her family. And when I tell you, they love that girl so much. It's like it's wonderful. So I'ma just unsee that. I think it was harmless fun. Cause that girl don't lift like when I tell you she's so pampered, that young girl, like ridiculously so. But if I'm thinking about the right family, I wish I knew their TikTok so I can double check. So there's that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that still.
All right.
I'm dying. I gotta go, people.
All right. See y'all tomorrow.
Ed, man.
See you tomorrow, man.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.